because JoJo, love her, but she would be a lot to date because she is so out there with her relationships, her emotions. She has a lot going on in her life.
Wears a heart on her sleeve.
Yes, but they're both like such losers. Like just that, all of that. You know what I mean? Just all of that. Like him talking to James about the Hawaii and trying to come out, and then James flying him out. But also just being such a liar, being like, why would he be in my backyard?
Yeah.
Why would like you're both such losers?
Yes.
You know, like
her name is Trish. She's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
hello, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to your favorite podcast. It's Just Trish. We're back from the Eras of Trish tour. What a weekend it was. We're off for about a week and a half, and in this week and a half, we have so much to do. Pride rehearsal, Elvis's birthday, LILO and Stitch. We gotta go see the weekend movie tonight. We have so much to do this week. I don't know how we're gonna catch up on it all. But before we get into it, you guys, new sleep shirts, Just Trish sleep shirts are available now at justtrish.com, available in white and black. We also have gray jersey shirts and fuzzy totes and makeup bags and just so much more fun stuff. Hopefully coming. I don't know with these tariffs. Maybe there won't be anything more. Maybe this is it. I don't know, but get them while you can because I think everything's stuck for now. Also, new headshot. I was going to say a Miralax joke, but I think I've talked about constipation too much. We don't need to talk about it anymore. New headshot at patreon.com/justtrish. It's our blue gender reveal. Commemorate It's a Boy with patreon.com/justtrish headshot tier. And our new sticker is the Lizzie McGuire at the beginning of my Disney Channel era.
That's
so
cute.
yeah, that opens up our show. It says my name is Trish and you're watching Disney Channel, and there it is. Plus, we do bonus episodes every week of the podcast. You get an extended hour every Wednesday or Thursday, and then we do a bonus video every Saturday and Sunday. Me and Oscar usually eat and react to something, and it's kind of our thing now, and it's kind of amazing. What did we eat last time? It was really good.
Wendy's.
We are love a Wendy's. Oh, we tried the new Frosties.
Yes.
That was good. What did we react to? Oh, we reacted to G.
To Austin McBroom.
They all blend together at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of troubling men out there, and they do all blend together at this point.
I know. Every time I think about them, I think of Gabby Hanna's song, like, what if I'm the monster? But I think about them. I'm like, what if you're the monster? Like, I feel like it's about them.
Yeah, she needs to release that Monster Gabby's version.
But about someone else.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I don't think Gabby was the monster. I think she was ahead of her time. At a time. I think she's okay now.
No, yes.
She watched Righteous Gemstones one time and became Christian gospel singer with her boyfriend. I love it. They're like doing Christian music.
And we accept LABUBUs. We get paid by LABUBUs.
LABUBU donations.
Oh my God, I didn't even see the little outfits.
Yes, these were from, I got so many LABUBUs.
I'm sick.
Well, I got a gift for you over there. There's some Oscar gifts. That little box is for Oscar too.
It looks LABUBU sized. That little box.
I know. I was like, wait, I think there is one
and
for
the
you.
axolotl. Oh my goodness.
Wait, did the axolotl come in the gifts?
This is so cute.
That's previous.
Oh, previous
my
gifts.
God.
Oh, cute.
Thank you. Kat and Lexi, thank you so much. Oh my God, Animal Crossing
Loves
stuff.
Kat and Lexi, yes.
Oh my God, I love when you got out on the road. Monster High.
There's one for Jeannie.
There's probably more. There's probably more stuff. We just haven't gone through it all yet. Moses went through it. Like, I got home 2 hours ago, and he's been trying to go through it. And
thank you so much.
They were so nice. Yes, this is Kat and Lexi. We're at the super VIP. They were super nice. Oh, what is that?
How cute is that?
Oh my God,
That's
Ponyo.
Oh,
That's
it's
Ponyo.
That's
for
so
a baby
cute.
I didn't
boy.
even see that one.
Yeah.
A Ponyo onesie.
Oh my God,
And
that's
you see
actually
the boy.
Oh,
That's our baby boy.
they really want a Ponyo baby. Gosh, so many names to choose from. It's so
And somebody,
hard.
I mean, this is where are the cats? They're in the water.
Ooh, water cat.
Whoa.
How beautiful.
Yeah. There's another artist named Kick. He has an album called
Oh,
What the Water Knows. Water Knows, I think.
is that so? Somebody sent a box, and I'm gonna the water nose.
Yes, Water Knows. His whole album is water based. He's so cool. He's come to like 3 of my meet and greets.
Well, oh, this is his.
Yeah.
Oh,
He does music videos.
I
He's told me.
thought it was a gift from somebody. but-
No, this is like his music. His real name, I believe, is I think it's Casey. I think it's Yeah.
Wow, that's a really cool cover.
He's
really
a
pretty.
Twitcher too. He's going to like TwitchCon in Amsterdam. I'm like, are you gonna come to any more shows? He's like, no, I'm going to TwitchCon. I think it's Amsterdam.
Did he send this?
Yes.
So you get this
He's
whole
very
box.
bougie.
Wow.
He gives me bougie vibes every time
I'll
I see
open
him.
it on my fish reviews on
Yeah,
TikTok.
everyone gave you tin fish.
Because there's like a whole
Oh yeah, it's
collection.
so fancy. There's like Mexican tin fish too. There's like a lot of tin fish.
Beautiful
in here for you.
stuff.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, everyone. What is yours? Is yours a LABUBU? I got so many LABUBUs. I felt like Jewel Sparkles tipped in LABUBUs today, this weekend.
That's the way to go.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, a little have a seat. Should I open
Yeah,
it?
yes. I'm so
I'm
excited.
so LABUBU pilled. And there's more.
Oh my god, so many LABUBUs.
Oh my god, and a little LAFUFU. How cute.
Oh, that's a LAFUFU. Yeah, they actually did tell me those were LAFUFUs.
How do you know?
Both are LAFUFUs?
I don't know.
I guess the eyes, the eyes are kind of
Yeah, that
This
one
one,
really-
the eyes are funny. But this one, I don't know.
That
hard
one,
as
that
hell.
one looks real. I mean, I'm not really good at telling, to be
Jimmy
honest.
can
but
put
yeah,
it. He
Jimmy's a
knows. He's like,
professional.
he knew the bling ones. Like, I think they're real. He like can tell.
Yeah,
So,
you guys, Jimmy has gotten to me. He's a terrible influence, to be honest. It started.
All of us.
Jewel Sparkles opened the door for the LABUBUs because I've been resisting, and then once the door opened,
yeah.
it's been bad. And Jimmy is such an enabler because we just text each other all the time with like 5 minutes on the TikTok live. They're gonna drop them, and it's like it's really sick.
How
it's
many
really
do you
sick.
have now?
I have 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
That was
my god,
fast.
that's crazy.
1 week. I had another drug deal in a parking lot last week for
Oh my-
LABUBUs, and it was the seller on Facebook. She I met up with her in a random parking lot, and she was like, I was really scared when I saw your photo because I was like, oh no, a straight man. Like, I'm gonna need my fiance to come with me. But then she's like, and then when I opened your picture bigger, I saw it was you, and I'm like, oh, I'm a fan. And then she's like, I knew I was safe, and I'm like, period,
Oh
yes.
my god, I love
Me
that.
too.
Oh my god, that is so funny. That's good.
And I had to give her all the lore about how I have became very LABUBU pilled, but they're like all I think about, literally all the
LABUBU
time.
pilled?
Yeah.
Never heard that term
I took
before.
the
You just came
the
up with it.
Matrix
It's
pill,
like
the
red
red
pill.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the
Blue
LABUBU
pill.
pill.
I took the LABUBU
Okay.
pill, yeah.
That's so funny.
Little cutie.
Oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh.
so cute.
His eyes are like
He's
Let
so
me see his eyes. His
sleepy.
eyes are
winky.
weird.
I haven't
Oh.
seen one winking.
Oh, that isn't. That's funny.
I think it's he. How fitting. It's he.
Oh, the little
It's
laughing
so
one.
cute. I love him so much.
People like waited in line. I'm like, are they easy to get up here? They're like, no, we have to wait like
No.
2 hours at
They're
Pop
not
Mart
easy to get. I have a confession too, because I had to. I also went on Facebook to find. Because you can't find them anywhere.
You got a LABUBU for
Yeah, I have to get my
yourself
own
or
LABUBU.
what?
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh my god.
Oh, who is you?
What is that?
What do you mean?
I don't think that's a LABUBU.
I paid a lot of money for that.
Babe, where did you get that?
That's
Where did you get it and why?
how is it not a LABUBU?
I'm dead.
I
What
went
is
on a
it?
parking lot. I had to exchange
Babe,
money
Exchange-
transfers and pay for it with Bitcoin.
when did you get
Okay.
this?
Isn't it the origin story of the LABUBUs?
Do you know what it is? Is it something that we should know? Is it like a
Everyone knows this.
what is it?
Well, the wild
Where
things
the
are.
yes, where the wild things are.
Okay, is that the original LABUBU? I'm so confused. I don't know what that is.
I think so.
And how much did you pay for it?
Too much.
Did you just get it now at Barnes and Noble?
Yes.
You went with
Oh,
Barnes
it's
and
a little
Noble.
big.
Okay.
Okay, SNL over there.
Yeah, I was like,
What?
did we plan this? Is this like inside? It looks like you kind of. It's kind of you with the yellow shirt and the orange shirt today, and
Oh,
the
yeah, we're
beard and the big
matching.
hair. Yeah, you're kind of matching it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
that's
went
so
with
funny.
Malibu to Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
Just a morning date, and I saw this. I was like, "Wait, this is," because I always, when I saw LABUBUs, I thought where the wild things are.
Yeah.
The teeth, I guess. That's about
Everything
it.
about them, right? Like if you put this in glam, you get a LABUBU.
Okay.
Okay. It's just the proportions
No,
aren't as sweet.
yeah, it's not
like
as
big
cute.
head, small little body.
No big
It's true. Like
charm.
this one is actually not as demonic as this one.
Oh my god, not demonic.
Demonic?
It's
Look
at
little
his red
bunny.
eyes.
God.
It's got little pink eyes and stuff. Yours has like eye bags underneath it and a big
He's been
fat
through
nose.
a lot, and yeah, he's older. He's much older.
Okay, well, go put a keychain on it or something.
Yeah,
I
hang it in a
am.
little
I'm gonna
tote
put it on my
bag.
back.
How are you gonna hang it up? I don't like that thing.
At least you know that
Ugly.
one won't get stolen. So
That part.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Congrats, babe. I'm happy
Thank
for you.
you.
I guess no one gave you a LABUBU, so you went and got one yourself.
he had to take matters into his own hands. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love them.
Yeah, these two came too from fans. I guess Louis Vuitton stuff they buy after, and put it on there. I don't know.
What?
I don't know how do they get these clothes. They're not
the
LABUBU.
Oh yeah. Well, I think they have like a Prada collab. That's like a little Prada outfit. They have like all these.
They have
designer
the
outfits.
collabs.
Yeah, I think the Louis Vuitton one maybe is fan made, but it's really cute.
It is really cute. We have a whole collection. Someone else gave me a crybaby. We have so much stuff. Like we'll probably have to show it the next episode too, because there's just
we'll divide
so
it.
many things.
Keep the LABUBUs coming, y'all.
Yeah, they're so funny.
You have like pasta hair clips.
Oh,
Oh, those are
okay.
cute. High School Musical wallet. That's everything.
Vintage. I love it.
Y'all know the branding very well.
The
so
gifting.
shout out to
Yes. It
You got
was.
a pasta mug cam.
Oh wow! People bring so many gifts. It's very nice. This weekend in particular was so many gifts, and I'm like, I told everyone to guard the LABUBUs with their life.
Literally.
Because I was like, don't let anyone take them. Like everybody loves LABUBUs on tour. So thank you for everything. The tin fish for Moses, the LABUBUs for Oscar. I appreciate the LABUBUs. Someone gave me a crying one too. I don't know where this is, but they gave me another little
Oh, I
crying
love
baby.
little
Is it in a box?
crybabies.
That's
Yeah, it's a little box. It's fine if it's not there. She was super sweet.
Oh, I think it's in that one.
You see it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was crochet hats for.
I think there's
so
like
cute.
3, right?
Yeah.
You, Malibu, and Elvis.
Yes, a lot of crocheters. People love to crochet. Yeah, it was amazing. It was so fun. This little purse too. Someone gave me from the audience. They had it.
Oh my god.
I know. They like made it and gave it to me on stage. So never ending. It feels like a birthday every time I go out. It's
so fun.
It's
I know.
so
I love when you
fun.
come back and there's little trinkets.
I know. We probably have more. We have like so much more to go through. So there'll be more things. But
So cute.
yeah, it's so fun. I know. People like this. There's like otters for you. There's like stuff too.
Love.
Like,
You guys
people
know I
brought-
love trinkets. I know people are starting to be over LABUBUs, and I'm trying to deprogram my brain. Like, I've been watching video essays on, like, Pop Mart and the problem with overconsumption to kind of make me not be like, okay, no, you have to, like, take it easy. But I just love them. I love them so much. I don't care. If it makes me problematic, then so be it. So be it.
I think that's why people like them. They're so unproblematic.
Right? Okay, good.
They're just like cutesy things that people love in this world.
But it's pendulum effect. Even though LABUBUs aren't safe, I feel like
that's true.
soon it's going to come the other way.
Yes,
People
I've
are
already
gonna
heard.
be over it.
It looks like they're about to get veneers. You know when they shave the teeth down. They're like
Sick. They're so cute. I love the little teeth.
People love to take it down.
Elizabeth, who I met to get the LABUBUs last week, she was like, oh, and then the big energy set, like, she's like, you need that secret one because it's rainbow. And like, of course, she was so
Way,
funny.
I love it. Does she have it?
She has them, yeah. She's like, you need that one
How
next
does she
because
get
it's rainbow and it's gay. So of course you need it. I was like, work. She
I
knows
love that.
Yeah.
We do need it for Pride for
Yeah.
sure. Are they rainbow or they're like each a different color?
The new set, the secret one is gray fur, but then everything else is rainbow. Like the teeth are rainbow and stuff. So it is
Ooh.
very
Are you gonna get it?
Pride. It's hard to get the secret ones. The secret ones go for like a couple $100s.
What's the most you spent?
Like for LABUBU, $33 is the most I've spent.
So $200 for one?
Yes.
You want to
Yeah.
splurge on that?
I'm not gonna say no because there will probably come a point where I like have the rest of them and need it, and then my
Yeah.
brain is like, treat yourself. But as of right now, no.
And you don't put them on your bag or your clothes.
No.
With so many, you can spare one or two if they get stolen or
No,
lost.
even Darian, he's always thought they were sweets, but he got one the other day and it like changed his brain chemistry. Like he opened it and the way that he looked at it was as if he gave birth. Like he loves her so much. It's like this little yellow one with the little heart holding a heart and a crown. And he's like, wants to take her everywhere. I'm like, no, you have to keep her safe.
No, I disagree. I used to be someone who like saved all my stickers, but guess what? They get lost. They go out of style. Like wear them now while they're cool and they're in. You have so many. Put one on a backpack. You know,
No,
that's
because
what's
people
cute.
are stealing them.
But he's like, for him, it's like a museum.
Yes,
Like he has a little, you know what I mean? And they have to be pristine and
Yes.
beautiful and
But
brand
they're
new.
at your parents' house too, right?
No, they're at my apartment.
Oh, they're at yours. Okay, so you can see them. All right, at least you can enjoy them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a believer. I'm going to put them on my bag. It's like, you know, they're going to come and go. And you might as well enjoy them now because in a year you might be like, oh, these were a waste of money. You know what I
True,
mean?
yeah.
So you should enjoy your collection, but also wear them too.
I'm scared because people really are robbing the girls out there. They're breaking windshields in
Actually?
cars. Yes, it's a whole thing. It's been like all over the news.
I haven't seen
Literally,
that.
even on
Oh.
the TikTok shop on Pop Mart, they're like, be careful, you guys. There's been a lot of LABUBUs getting
But
stolen.
it's so weird because they're not that expensive yet. Like they're not
Right.
like a
But they're-
$30 to $50 thing to That's
Yeah, it's interesting.
I know they really. I guess because they sell for $20 and then you can get them for it's like double the price. So if it's an easy like, $20-$30 you can make if you just swipe
But
them.
that's crazy.
It
Steal
is
someone's
crazy.
phone or something. That's
You
$1,000.
You advocating to steal people's phones
Because
instead of
$20,
LABUBU.
$30 is crazy that
It
you're
is
stealing
crazy.
for.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, that's
keep the LABUBU safe.
Stay safe out there, LABUBU owners.
That's crazy. You need like a little chip in them, like a little tracking number,
Oh yeah,
serial
little air
code.
tag. I saw that on TikTok. Someone got their LABUBU stolen, but they had a little air tag in it, and
Did
they
they?
tracked it down. Yeah.
Well, that's why we gotta be careful. There's no air tags in ours.
True.
Did that
Yeah.
happen to Tana
with
the
Peppa Pig? Yeah, true.
I don't know how you tell. Squeeze them.
Oh, you get a
There's-
notification, like if an air tag is on you. Actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So good
there's
to know.
little things that can scan. You know, it's good to have it anyways.
Honestly, if you give me a rare LABUBU, you can track me.
Oh, that's
I'll put that out
wild.
there.
So you can always know where I am to give me more. You can always find me
That
and give me
lady
more.
in the parking lot will be like, all right, we'll put the trackers in there. He said we could. You gave consent.
If you give me a good one, give me the $200 LABUBU, you can track me.
A $200 boo-boo is wild.
It is wild.
The rainbow ones.
The rare ones.
Well, it is Pride. It's the time of the year to just spend on the rainbow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do it.
Capitalism for
Yeah.
queerness. Why
Put
not?
it on the capitalism for queerness. If there's anything you're gonna do, just it's rainbow time. Birkin, put it all in the Birkin bag.
Oh, that'd actually be so fierce.
People
You're
come
so
with
right.
so many cute knockoff Birkins at the show. I'm like, they're way cuter than mine. They like do it exactly. They paint the chevron, they bedazzle it. They look so cool. I'm like, oh, it makes me want to keep mine.
You have to keep yours now. It is pretty iconic. And also, actually, it has been through a lot, but I feel like
It's been through a
it does
lot.
make it a little bit more iconic, like history.
Yeah, it's been handled by several people at this point.
Yeah. Queens and
I mean, that
everyone.
gives it
Yeah.
more value in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I think it will end up in the National Archive.
Like the Met.
The Met.
Whoa. I could see a Met Gala theme in like 10 years, and it's like.
Ugly Birkins.
No, Rainbow
I'm thinking
Birkin.
I was either gonna go gay or Trisha. I don't know which one. Yeah.
A Trisha Met Gala would be crazy. I would love it. Maybe 10 years. Do you think it'll still be around in 10 years?
The Met Gala?
Yeah.
Well, it's been around for like 20 so far, so or probably more, but
If Anna Wintour is not around, do you think the Met Gala will be around?
yeah.
It'll continue.
I think so. And I think she at least has 10 years left in her. Fingers
I don't know
crossed.
anything. How old she is?
I don't think she's that old, is she?
Oh, okay. Because even Lauren Michaels, I was thinking about that. He's done
75.
SNL 50 years. Oh, so yeah, she has
Yeah.
10 more, 15, maybe more. I think my scale is Dick Van Dyke. If he's living to be 100,
Yeah,
everyone's going to live to be
true.
100. But I was thinking about that with SNL, the finale. Lauren Michaels has done it 50 years. I was like, oh my god, what happens? I mean, he's not that old, but he must be the same age as Anna Wintour. So what happens when they're gone? Does SNL continue?
Yeah, of course. Someone takes over.
But who wants to do the show without Lauren Michaels? I don't want to take notes from a new person. Am I gonna take notes from Colin Jost?
I feel like someone must be getting trained for a backup, don't you think?
Someone was saying Colin was because he did a joke about him retaring so he could take over.
Yeah.
He's been there a long time. I don't know. He didn't start the show. I only want to take notes from Anna Wintour, Lauren Michaels, the people who started it. Hugh Hefner died and Playboy died with him.
Oh, but it was kind of already going down.
He was
even
already
before.
dead before he died.
That's true, I guess. Yeah. But you, when I grew up, Playboy was so big you thought it would never go anywhere. And now it's just
You
nothing.
can say that for a lot of things.
But if his son decided to and this thing was still alive, it could have.
I think people try. They try. I think Playboy tries. They're doing collaborations with people. And then, of course, the
Right,
stuff
but
I
it's
did.
a cooperation. It's not a person.
Right. Thank you so much to the sponsor of today's episode, Vegamour. Vegamour's Grow Hair Serum has been such a priority in my life. I'm about to give birth. And one thing about postpartum is postpartum hair loss is so real for me. Sometimes you don't notice it until you get in the shower, and sometimes you don't notice it until you see a brush. But the hair loss is real. You get all this beautiful hair during pregnancy, and then the hair loss comes, and you're like, what am I to do? It can be stressful. It can be scary. We just got some packages of Vegamour Grow Hair Serum, and I couldn't be more excited to try it because it was such a big insecurity. I didn't know what would be right for me, and I have been loving Vegamour Grow Hair Serum. Vegamour is the leader in plant-powered, science-backed solutions for thinning hair. Their Grow Hair Serum was recently named the #1 prestige hair serum, and is clinically proven to reduce shedding, leaving you with visibly fuller, healthier hair. And the serum makes it also shiny too, so you see results right away. You might be seeing ooh, what is this? this, at least it gives you some sort of internal glow, even mentally, before you see the real hair growth results. So what sets Vegamour apart? Well, their formulas are vegan, cruelty-free, and formulated without harsh chemicals. Grow Hair Serum is packed with peptides, plant stem cells, and plant-based phytoactives to deliver real results in as little as 3 months. And the best part, it's clinically tested, with 93% of users experiencing less shedding and 90% seeing an improvement in the overall appearance of their hair. What I love most about Vegamour is how easy it is to add Grow Hair Serum to my routine. I just apply a few drops once a day and I'm good to go. It's super lightweight and I can use it on wet or dry hair, which is a total game changer. So we've been using it for a few weeks and I've already noticed a change, which is so wonderful. I started on just the tips because I feel like my hair really needed it. This is all my real hair, no extensions, and it just gives me a lot more confidence. Again, a serum is very easy to use, very light, very easy to incorporate into a routine. Simple. You don't have to like stop and think about it. You just put it in. It's really the only thing I use with a little detangler. Best results come with consistency. Subscribe to the jumbo size so you never miss a day. Tired of dealing with shedding and thinning? Take back control of your hair with Vegamour. For a limited time, go to vegamour.com/Trish. Code Trish to get 20% off your first order. That's VEGAMOUR.com/Trish. Code Trish to save 20% on your first order. Vegamour.com/Trish. Code Trish today. Thank you so much to Vegamour Grow Hair Serum for sponsoring today's episode. But it's crazy because it was so big. But when it's tied to somebody, I don't think you can just...
I think it depends. It depends. Like, I feel like if you retire from Just Trish, the show's done, But
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
but I think it's different for like.
Give me something
brands.
where someone was tied to something and then once they moved on and stayed the same.
Let me think.
Probably like McDonald's, Ford.
Yeah, but that wasn't tied to somebody. Betsy Johnson's tied to Betsy Johnson, and she's on RuPaul. She's promoting it.
Oh, like brands, like the fashion labels have people take over all the time.
Because they all started like
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton, Ralph Lauren, like they all started.
Yeah, but they're not known.
Like Karl Lagerfeld was known for Chanel. And whoever does it now, shout out to them. I don't know, but it's still a thing.
I guess.
But it is a different era. Like there is an era of, it's almost like the dictators of, it's like a dictatorship. There's one person at the head, runs a company, runs the vision and everything about it. That's old. Now it's all boardrooms, corporate, it's like, it's not anymore that one person leading the way. The only people now, it's like Elon Musk and, people that are billionaires. They're like the dictators of their little world.
All right, then. Well, love that discussion. Hot Topics is here.
Hotter than ever.
Hotter than ever, actually. Let us know what you think. I guess you're right. Like Vogue, people may not know Anna Wintour like runs Vogue or the Met Gala necessarily.
See?
Okay, well, I hope it goes on for at least another 10 years. I would like to be invited next year. I think when I was looking at my manifestations or thinking about manifestations, I'm like, I did all mine. I think a Met Gala would be a good one to put out there.
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Yeah.
People don't care about it, like, if you go anymore.
If who goes?
You remember that was a year people were like, ugh.
2019.
Out of touch,
Oh, that was last year, yeah. I think people, again, pendulum effect, because last year that was the let them eat cake controversy with Haley Bailey. But then this year, everyone was like, anyone who was talking down on it, it's like, okay, everyone, well, the money doesn't go to Vogue, like it goes to the museum and it goes to the art. And this year in particular is celebrating like the Black artists and designers and the Black people who've influenced fashion. So everyone this year, I think, was better about being like, no, it actually is for a good cause, blah, blah, blah. So... who knows? Yeah, I'm sure the year you go, it'll be like everyone's over the Met Gala.
No, it better not. I know Haley Bailey. Don't put me in there. I'll dress however. I don't know. I want to go. I think that'd be kind of fun, actually. I was thinking about that. Maybe next year.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
It does seem fun. Yeah, it seems like a lot. Very overstimulating, but I feel like if you get at the right table, that's all that matters.
Oh, I don't even think I'd go in. I would just want to walk the carpet. Going in sounds awful.
No, you would have to go in and try the food so you can talk about it, because that's what everyone wants to get the tea on.
Oh, really? Did they have food there?
Yeah, like Megan Thee Stallion did an Instagram. She did a reel, like trying the food inside.
Was it good?
She liked some of it.
Was it packets? Was it like those little like packets of food, like apples and stuff?
No, this one, they had like a really popular chef, like a really big, I forget his name, but it was a really famous chef that did like, food this year, and it seemed good. It's really fancy food, obviously, but yeah.
Well, I don't remember like cheese sticks and like apple slices one year.
I think Keke Palmer posted a story, like an Instagram one year of the food. She's like, y'all, this food. And she was like not happy about it because it was like the really skinny stuff. But Megan said that there's a food and drink thing before the actual Met Gala. So I don't know.
Okay. So
you'll have to find out, boots on the ground.
I would love to go boots on the ground. I'd probably bring my own snacks, I guess, if that's
a little bag.
Just in case. I am a very picky eater, but just in case. Just to make a note from last episode, Oscar had left the room for 20 minutes. They thought you were silent. I think Jimmy edited you out leaving or coming in or something, and me and Moses had a conversation like, wow, Oscar was like completely silent, no laughs for 25 minutes. And I was like, just so people know, we're talking, we don't like just stay silent over there.
So funny.
I just want to make that
It's such a smooth transition. They're like
I know. I was like, someone brought it up at a meet and greet. That's why I wanted to say it. They're like, why was Oscar so quiet when me and Moses were talking? And I was like,
well, we can have our private moments.
I know.
We can have a little.
He had left. It's hard when you leave. I was like, we were trying. Next time, we definitely have to put an announcement. Like, Oscar is gone. We're trying to keep the show.
Or just a little laugh track. I should really record a laugh track. Yeah,
Jimmy should insert some laughs. That's actually such a good idea. I love that idea. How was your weekend? You went to LILO and Stitch.
Yeah, it was good. It was quite busy for me. I came out of retirement to work the LILO and Stitch premiere, and it was pretty fun.
So what did you have to do?
For ET, we did the interview with Maya Kealoha, who plays LILO.
Oh my gosh.
We did like a Get Ready With Me segment.
Is it out? Is it out?
Yeah, I think so. It should by now. Yes, by Tuesday.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to see.
She's the cutest girl in the world. Like so sweet. I'm so excited. Like I want this movie to make $1 billion because she's actually a little angel.
Aww.
Her family was there. Like it was the crazy. I for some reason expected it to be like a lot of people and everyone like being very protective and like having to clear everything by 1 million people, but everyone was so nice. Like the Disney people were nice. Her parents were so like funny and sweet.
Aww.
And she is like just a ball of energy and so charismatic. She like the second we come in, she's like, I wrote a song. It's called Sweet as Candy. Do you want to hear it? She's like, I'm still working the lyrics. And then she was singing, she was performing her song. She's like, and then the album art is going to be me laying down on a bed of all candy, and the candy is going to to spell out sweet as candy.
I love it. She's like creative director too.
Yes, even when we were doing the shoot, she's like, I have an idea for you guys to do. Like, it could be me, like, doing my makeup really fast, but it's okay if you don't use it because I suggest things all the time and they don't end up using it. But just in case, she's so cute.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Are you gonna use it?
I think we did. Yeah, she was like, yeah,
version of doing her makeup.
Mm-hmm. And she's a key. Like, I could see her on Drag Race in a few years because she is a key. And even she was moving her eyebrows. She's like, I'm very expressive with my eyebrows, but my mom isn't. She got too much Botox. She was reading the dolls. So I was like, damn, she is so funny.
Were you interviewing her or just talking off camera?
It was off camera. It was like giving her prompts basically, and then she went and did it all, and she was a key. She was so much fun. She has this little like pink camera, and before we left, she's like, wait, you guys, I have to take photos with that you, and we took selfies on her little camera.
Oh my god, that's so
She's
cute.
so
Is it a real one or like a kid camera?
It's like a kid camera.
That's probably what Malibu has. It takes real photos, but it's kind of like blurry a little bit.
Yeah, it's like little plasticky.
Oh, that's so cute.
It is so cute. She's a little gem. She was so excited. Whenever she like did a good job, I was like, okay, you ate that, sis. And she's like, I'm 8 because I ate that. And I'm like,
oh my god, that's so funny.
It was a key.
She looks so cute.
She's so funny. Yeah, she was so adorable. And I finally saw Stitch. We've been talking about that.
How was that?
That cannot drive. And then Darian was really I wrote on my Instagram story a little video of Stitch, and I wrote, this cannot drive. And Darian like texted me, he's like, I don't know if you should say that. Like, we think Disney will get mad. I'm like, it's not real. It's like an animatronic. It's like, I think
He's
I'm okay.
on it. Oh, I kind of love that though.
My publicist, Darian, yes. I was like, okay.
That's so funny. I think, they're pretty forward with the marketing. They're very progressive.
Yeah. It's not real. It's just a little alien. So I think it's okay.
I've been wanting to see that
jest.
Stitch in the car. I've been wanting to see him.
It's crazy how real it was, and very diva vibes, because he was giggling the whole time in the pink little convertible, and he was like, take my picture, take my picture. I was like, work.
Did they have to clear the carpet?
He was just driving through, and everyone had to get out of the way.
No way. So he could have just ran into somebody.
Yeah, I think there's someone secretly like operating it, obviously, so they know to steer away from people. But it was like it came out and then just like cleared the way.
I need him for the birthday party this
Honestly,
Saturday.
yeah, it would
How do we
really
get
take it over
him?
the top. Good question. There has to be a few of them because he's been all over LA. So
Disney, Lilo and Stitch, please. Don't need to give us the movie, although I would love to see the movie here because it's hard to take our kids to the theater. But I also would love a Lilo and Stitch in a pink car. That would be, or Stitch, I'll take. I mean, I love the Lilo too, but I don't think she's in the car with him for safety reasons, I'm sure. But I would love that more than anything. That sounds. Did you get to see the movie or no?
I could have, but Darian was working and couldn't see it, and I didn't want to see it without him because we're excited to see it together. So.
Did you walk the carpet?
No, I did not.
Oh, you didn't? No. Danny Directo was walking the carpet of Wicked. He was taking 3,000 photos before it started.
Oh my God, that's so funny. It was very much, it was very humbling because I was like in work mode. So I was like behind the camera crew with like my laptop airdropping like clips to myself and then editing it and on my computer and then posting it. And it's just like me in the back with all these like stacks of cameras and I'm just like,
oh, you should have had a picture of that.
It was very real. It was the realness. I was trying to vlog it, but I was like literally like, we talked about Doechii a couple of weeks ago when she was yelling at the Met Gala, and I felt kind of similar because I was so stressed. Like it was when you're in the middle of something so unserious, it feels high stakes.
Yeah.
Because I was so stressed trying to post this little video of Stitch driving in the convertible, and I'm just like, girl, relax. Like it is really not that serious.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I was really stressed out about it.
Oh,
but
I get so stressed. Like Wicked, I'm always just like, just put the camera.
Yeah.
Like I tell Moses, like, just come on, let's move along, let's hurry. I'm just like, I just want to get through it as quick as possible. And I'm like, why don't I just like stay? Like we probably could have hung out at the carpet for like another hour, and I was like trying to move through because I thought we were in the way. I was like, let's just get through. Even Danny, we're like, Moses, like, he probably set up. Like, wait a couple minutes. I'm like, no, he didn't ask. Let's just go. Let's just keep going. Like I get really stressed too. I don't know why. It feels like you just are in the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though this one, it was like a very relaxed like premiere. It was a big carpet, and they had a lot of like. It kind of gave me Elvis's birthday party vibes because they had like a little party section. And it was all these little activations. It was like the Dole Whip. It was Hawaiian barbecue. LA section. A little surf. Like
they just copied our party one to one.
Yeah, there was someone dressed up as Stitch, like a big, not even like a little cute one. It was like a big costume.
They just hired our party planner. That's literally the birthday party we're having. Oh my God. We just got to the premiere.
It was all of that, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Were there kids there?
Yeah, a lot of people brought their kids to like the little party section.
Okay.
And there was a lot of kids walking the carpet too. I think there were some like influencers. I didn't recognize anyone because I think it's like the family friendly girlies, and I like my influencers a little bit rough around the edges.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
So you didn't recognize anybody? No. I only know, like, I follow, like, Leanne V. She's, like, a mommy vlogger. She's currently pregnant. I follow her.
Oh, was she there?
She was, like, the Garfield one. She's always, like, at the kid one, so I assume she was. I didn't see her there, but...
Yeah, it was hard to tell, but they had everyone wait in, like, one line, but then there was someone coming to get the influencers out of the line, and I was like, okay, copy that.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, my God. We didn't get the invite for it, but that's okay.
Yeah, it seemed really... You couldn't have even gone anyway, because my work was like, we can get tickets, but yeah. Yeah.
I looked fun. The blue carpet looked fun at the El Capitan. I love that theater.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the movie. It's everyone who saw it has... I haven't talked to any critics, obviously, but the girls I know who saw it, who are just, regular girls, have all enjoyed it. They said they all cried during it.
I get it. You can't not like Lilo and Stitch.
I know.
It's just such a cute movie.
And obviously, going into it, the people obviously are very critical of Disney, and I know already there's people being like, Pleak Lee is in drag, which I get. I love when Pleak Lee's in drag with the wig and the big hat. And they obviously made some changes, but I'm excited. And going open-minded, know that everyone was so sweet there, and Maya is like so excited and literally the sweetest girl ever. I hope she becomes like a huge star after this.
How old is she? Is she actually 8?
She's 8. Yeah.
That's so fun. I love it. Mm-hmm. And so she probably did the movie when she was like 7 or 6.
Yeah, I think 6, 7.
I can't even imagine. That's so cool. Mm-hmm. I'm happy for her. We'll definitely see it too. We gotta figure out a time to maybe take Malibu at least. Elvis is probably too young, but I want to see Hurry Up Tomorrow. Did you see that one?
I saw clips of the Weeknd's movie Hurry Up Tomorrow.
I'm obsessed.
Yes.
I am so obsessed. I never want to see a movie more than anything in my life.
I think you are meant to be in that movie for sure.
I think so. Yeah, you actually were the first person to send me the clip before I saw it over TikTok. So I was like, I need the audio, and then I didn't get a response, and then I kept seeing it all over TikTok. I was like, found it. Yes, because you had sent me that clip first. How did you see it? How was it on your radar?
I saw it all over Twitter. Yeah.
I loved it. He's acting king, period. I love it. He gives me Trish Talk vibes. I wish we could do Trish Talks together.
Yeah,
I think he's doing it on purpose, is what I'm saying. Like, I really think he's like acting like that on purpose.
Okay, that's.
There's no way, like, he's not. Like, there, you know, you have acting coaches. We saw The Idol. He was good. Like, I was saying, great as Tedros. Like, he's so good. Like, he is a good actor. I think he was giving Camp Abel in this movie about his life.
Okay.
Of course.
Because Tedros was such a, like, you really didn't like him because he played so good. Like, he acted the part well. So you really didn't like the character.
Yeah, and this one, there's like multiple versions of him as a character. So the Abel he's playing is just the boop, boop, boop. But there's like, you know, the bad agent that represents the industry. It's the girl that represents the feminine side of him. So he's representing this, like, you know, kind of dumb pop star.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, critics are saying he was better.
Well, critics don't know. Critics know nothing. Okay.
They're saying that he was better in this than he was in The Idol, but he was still bad.
Oh, so it's really good then.
Yeah, because he was good. That's what I'm saying. Critics don't know. He was good in The Idol. They didn't like the story, maybe. Maybe they didn't like the story, so they're saying this story is better, which it does sound better, like the storyline for, you know, the general public.
Yeah, it's a psychological thriller, and it is, the log line is, a musician plagued by insomnia is pulled into an odyssey with a stranger who begins to unravel the very core of his existence. And Abel plays a fictionalized version of himself, and Jenna Ortega plays Anima, who is like a crazed fan, and Barry Keoghan stars as Lee in the movie. Who's
his like manager, publicist. And Anima, in some language, means the feminine version of the man.
Oh.
Yes. Saw it on TikTok. I don't know whose TikTok that was. Maybe like Riri T. She had a really good deep dive analysis of this movie, and it was very deep and psychological, and it's like that part. That was so good.
And she liked it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She was explaining it. That's why I kind of got that whole thing, because obviously I haven't seen it, but you know I love a good spoiler. And then I was watching her side, and she goes, y'all are seeing this movie so wrong. Like, what it is. It's about his relationship, like, with his mom, and how she, like, you know, plays his music to him, and it's almost like to torture him, but it's not to torture him. It's for him to, like, take accountability and awaken to his, like, past traumas and stuff like that. So,
okay.
Yeah, she really goes good. I wish I knew her name. I'm so sorry to that TikTok account, but she went in.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense, because the critic score is 14%, but the audience score was like around 70 or 75. I think so. The audience score is not terrible.
I always listen to the audience. It's passing. It's not failing.
Yeah, true.
I want to see it. Are you going to see it?
I won't, but I'm excited for your review.
I literally want to go tonight. Like, I'm like, there's like a movie. I'm like, let's go right like at nighttime when the kids are sleeping and be there.
It is the most you movie, I think.
I wanted to be in it. I find the tweet from me like a year and a half ago when this was announced, being like I should be in it, because they originally played it as like the Jenna Ortega's character. There was like a stalker of Abel's, and I was like, oh my god, I should be this, because I was thinking Kathy Bates in Misery, and I remember tweeting that I should be in it, and I never got a call for it, but I would have been a perfect movie for me. I know he's so good. I used it because he talks about going on tour, and he's like, I'm getting calls, I'm going on tour, and I was like, oh my god, that's how I feel. He was just so good. He's like, him as an actor is my favorite. Couldn't really care about his music really, but I love him as an actor.
But you do like his music, I thought.
I did, and I think I'm out of my sexual era. I'm out of the horny era.
Oh my god, that makes a lot of sense.
Because now I listen to it, I was like, oof, this is a lot.
I see.
I think it was some photo shoot I had, and they're like, what kind of music do you like? And it was like not that long ago, 6 months ago, and I was like, I like The Weeknd. And then I was playing it, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. This is so embarrassing. Why am I playing this? Thank you so much to the sponsor of today's episode, SeatGeek. We love SeatGeek so much. Been using them nonstop lately. It is summertime. The acts are here. The heirs of Trish, Charlie XCX, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga. Yes. Jimmy, we have secured those tickets to the Mayhem Ball, and he is going. And we got really good seats, the best seats, whatever seats you want, pick. SeatGeek has them. Tickets sell out quick, but with SeatGeek, you can get them the best you want, okay? You can get them day of, you can get them in advance, get them as gifts, easy to gift. They're so wonderful. Easy to download, easy to use. We love SeatGeek. SeatGeek has over 28 million downloads, which is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more, so there is something for everyone. SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. Love SeatGeek. Like I said, if you have any issues, even the day of the show, the night of the show, the hour of the show, someone is there to help you to find those seats, okay? Whether you got lost tickets or your tickets are confused or you can't find them, they'll help you find something. They've been amazing. They've been wonderful. I love SeatGeek. And you know I came through for you guys. You can use code TRISH2025 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's TRISH2025 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code TRISH2025. Enter it in the app so you don't forget to get that 10% off. We love you, SeatGeek. Thanks for sponsoring the show and helping out our viewers. So, yeah, I think I was in a horny period. I think I'm out of that stage now. But he has a new song, Hurry Up Tomorrow, so I need to listen to it because he sings it at the end. And the lady that did the deep dive, the one that was all like very, like psychoanalyzing it, she's like, oh, the song is very like deep.
Okay, this makes sense because it was also co-written by someone who wrote The Idol, and it kind of gives me similar vibes about like the critique of the industry, So
yes,
yeah, okay.
I love that The Idol was a flop, and like, let's do another project together. I love it. Keep making them for me. I think they're so good. The Idol is going to be a cult classic later on, but that's so funny. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. It's only in theaters right now. Damn. Wish it was streaming. I had to go watch it right after this.
Yeah, I don't know. You might have to go soon because I don't know how long it'll be in theaters. It only made 3.3 million.
It's pretty good. I would take 3.3 million.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. How much do you think they got paid?
Well, the budget for the film was 15 million.
That's not
so
bad.
I don't think it was huge for like a huge payday for, Jenna or Barry. I feel like maybe they were just like passionate about it or just wanted to do it. Yeah, I know Jenna Ortega. I don't know about Barry, but I know Jenna Ortega was a Weeknd fan, like going into it.
Oh, I love it. So I'll do it for free.
I don't know. Well, I don't know for free.
I would do it for free. I would have done that movie for free for sure. Easily.
Yeah, they probably could have saved. And on advertising too, you would have advertised the hell out of it.
Oh my god. I'd be like Alex Warren. Every TikTok is just about Hurry Up Tomorrow. Sounds like a James Bond movie too. It sounds
honestly, yes, it does.
Yeah, it's like a weird title. I kind of forget about it.
Like Die Another Day.
Yes.
Similar vibes. You're right.
Yep. And I don't like a James Bond movie. That's
Me either.
for sure.
There's it's so random, but like they were talking about like if they reboot James Bond, but as a woman, and they asked like Halle Berry about it because she was like a Bond girl before, and honestly, she was right. She was like, honestly, it's not worth it for like whatever for a woman to take on that role. Like it should always be a man.
Oh,
and honestly,
wait,
because
why?
I think because
the audience,
yeah, and why not just like make a new iconic female character who's just as
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I guess I agree. Even like Ghostbusters, like not everything has to be remade with women.
Yeah.
Like just make a new movie with women if we're going to do a woman movie.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
And I feel like you kind of set the women up because, the audience is a male audience. And then you can't just expect because women are in it that women are going to be interested in the plot because that's not really how it works either.
Right. They should always be a man. They should always have Bond girls because that's the audience for it.
And you can like make it more respectful, obviously. You don't have to... You can make
Is it disrespectful? I don't know. Is it? I have no idea.
I think some characters aren't like fully developed, or like they're more like, sexualized or whatever. But you can have like sexy, well-developed female characters.
Yeah. What's a good example of one?
I would say this is really biased, but Elizabeth Olsen is the Scarlet Witch because she has like the corset and stuff, but she's also like really well developed and really powerful. So I would say that, or even I kind of want to say Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, but I feel like a lot of people would disagree. But I think towards the end, I think she was more developed. In the beginning, she was very just like the sexy girl, but towards the end, Florence Pugh and Thunderbolts was very well developed.
These are all superhero movies.
Mm-hmm. That's really what I watch. So
I think of like Kill Bill. Like I think that was pretty sexy, developed for those females. Quentin wrote pretty good female characters, I feel. Like later on in his career, early on. But yeah, I think he wrote good. I remember that one he did. Do you ever see Death Proof?
Mm-mm.
It was the one with like Rosario Dawson, and it was just like all female cast, and it could have been like so good, and it was just so bad. And they were all like stunt women, they all were like badass women, and everyone just hated it. They're like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Did you watch it? Was it bad?
Oh yeah, that's how I became like obsessed with Quentin. Was in 2006 it came out, so I became like the poster child for this movie because I was 18, fresh to LA. So I was like, oh in my head I was like, my MySpace page is gonna be dedicated to this movie. As Grindhouse, so it's Grindhouse Barbie was my name. So I was like, I'm gonna dedicate my whole life. That's how I met Jeff from Thanksgiving, because the fake Thanksgiving trailer was in between the Robert Rodriguez movie. It was like a double feature movie that they put out as one. It was Robert Rodriguez's God, what's the one with the machine gun leg? God, everybody.
Planet Terror?
Planet Terror. You see it?
No.
You never saw Planet Terror?
No.
Oh my God, it was so good. It had like Josh Brolin, like it had like all the most famous, Rose McGowan, like she had the machine gun leg, zombies were taking over. The guy I love from Lost, why can't I think of his name? Saeed, what's his name?
Oh, Naveen.
Naveen Andrews was in it.
Was in that?
Oh, and he had such a good role because he was like grabbing all the testicles and like keeping them in a jar, like he would cut them off. It was such a crazy movie, like. And it was a double feature. Did you see this movie or no? Like, had no one seen this movie?
No, I'm surprised you never mentioned.
I mean, yeah, it was literally the reason I called myself Grindhouse Barbie. The whole film was called Grindhouse, but it was a 3.5-hour film. But there was like 2 separate movies. So it was like Robert Rodriguez went first with the zombie movie, and then Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof went, which is about a stuntman. Kurt Russell played the stuntman who killed like all these women, but then the women ended up coming back to get him. But in between was all the fake trailers. They had a Rob Zombie fake trailer. They had the Thanksgiving fake trailer. They had, I think, God, there was one other, Edgar Wright's fake trailer. So all the fake trailers were in there. And I became like the marketing person for this movie unofficially. I was like 18 in LA, and that's how I got to meet Quentin and Eli, because I just like went so crazy for this movie. I was like, you guys have to see Grindhouse. And it was like a flop. It was kind of like The Idol. I was kind of like the only person watching it. Like
that.
Nobody cared about this movie, which is crazy because it had all these big stars. But the movie like flopped so hard and like horrible critic reviews. But then that's how I met my friend Jeff, because they had the Thanksgiving trailer in there. And this is like 2006, so this is like 18 years ago. And I was like promoting the trailer as if it was a real movie. And he probably just thought I was like crazy, but then we became friends. And it was great. He was like, that was the scary one, because I was like an Uber fan. And Jeff was like inviting me to his house and stuff. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy that you were just like wanting to be my friend after that. But he came to my Boston show. But it was crazy because, yeah, no one liked that movie. How did we get on that? Where did we go?
Female characters.
Oh, well, that's the whole point of it. So Death Proof had probably 10 big female, Mary Elizabeth Weinstein, Rosario Dawson, Sidney A. Poitier's daughter. Like, it was like a huge female cast, and just completely bombed. It was really, really sad. And the characters would have been good. I don't know. People just really hated all females in a Quentin Tarantino movie, which is crazy because Kill Bill had a lot of good females. Like, was it Vivica A. Fox? Who was the other one? Who's the one that was a Charlie's Angel? I forget her name. She played Oren. Yeah, Lucy Liu. Oh, love Lucy Liu. Uma Thurman, yeah. They should have better female roles out there, but people just don't know how to write them, I guess. I don't know. Did you see Scarlett Johansson on SNL?
No. Oh, I saw clips, actually. as always, yeah.
Did you see the Bowen Yang sketch about him being straight?
Yes, of course.
I really feel, once again, they just stole my whole plot line.
Maybe that's why they invited you to the finale party. Yeah.
I was so little jealous. I don't know. It's so weird. He plays straight so good. He made out with Scarlett Johansson. I was like, damn. And it's bringing me to that situation, because obviously Colin Jost is on the show and he's in the sketch with her, and he's like on the elevator, and Bowen's like, hey, you need to like leave or whatever. And then he starts making out with Scarlett Johansson. I'm like, that's so crazy to me. Like, I wonder if it's just because like he's gay, he's cool with it, or it's like, to me, I would be like, I don't know. I'd be like feeling some type of way, because you feel emotions like when you make out with someone, you know what I mean? But he didn't seem threatened at all.
I feel like, hasn't she made, I can't remember a Scarlett Johansson movie where she's made out with, I'm sure she's made out with someone in another movie though, like a straight person too, or had like sex scenes along the line somewhere.
But
it's a bit different because like your friends sitting together,
yeah,
writing
that's
this
what I'm
stuff.
saying.
But
you're in the workplace.
But doesn't SNL has that kind of, I don't know, initiation? Like, they have skits that are, the entire skit is just everyone kissing everyone. And
But this was not it. This
but,
was them
but
like...
all I'm saying is like there's a lot of that happening. Like at some point, if you're in SNL, you kissed every member of the
I don't
cast.
know if that is true. I don't know if there's like an initiation kiss. I don't think they kiss at all, hardly.
Did you kiss anybody when you were there?
No, I did not. But, which brings me to my question. What if it was a Bowen Yang sketch and like, we need you for this, but you have to make out with Bowen Yang? Would you say yes or no for me?
Me?
Me.
Oh. I don't know. It needs to be real. It needs to be a real situation.
Because I thought about that. I was like, oh my God. Like, I loved it. Obviously, I was feeling all the feels watching it. I was like, oh my God, this feels like I'm watching like corn or something like that. I was like making me giggly. And then I was thinking like, oh my God, like what if they had asked me to do this sketch? Like I run it by Moses. What if Moses said no? And I'd be like, but it's SNL. But I also would get it because I love Bowen Yang. And
I think you yourself disclose how you feel about it, which is the reason that you yourself will say no to it.
I would say no. I wouldn't say no. And in my head, you do justify, oh, he's gay. But like, what if our makeout session, he's like, maybe I'm not. Like the JOJO SIWA of it all.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? I was just like, maybe I'm queer.
Yeah, she changed. We're in a different timeline now.
But I think it could
use
happen.
that anymore. That's what I'm saying. We can't do that anymore because look at JoJo. That's a perfect example.
I know. I wouldn't want my making out to like lead him on in any way. You know what I mean? My skills of being so passionate. Because I was watching them, they looked so good. I was like, I wonder if they feel something. Because it's like, how do you not? How do you not?
But before JoJo, that was the world. That's how we thought about things, but not anymore.
Before JoJo.
Yeah.
Before JoJo.
She changed everything. No.
Guess they never. I want to know because it looks so real. Like they look so passionate about it. And I'm like, they can't be that good of actors.
You think?
I mean, I guess Scarlett Johansson is a good actress, but Bowen Yang acting that good?
I think he is a really good actor.
I think he's a good actor, but that's like Oscar nominated actor because he was like so into it. It was so crazy. Like it really felt like I was watching an adult film or something. It was so crazy.
I need to watch this.
You didn't see it? I retweeted it. I was like, I wrote the sketch because I'm pretty sure I did. That was the ending, everything. It was so, oh my God, it was so hot.
Well, would you let Moses make out with like Sarah Sherman?
Well, that's different. That's a girl. And yes, oh my God, that's so, but it is so hard because if it was like an SNL sketch and they're like, Moses has to make out with Sarah Sherman, I'd be like, I don't know. It is so hard. I would say yes, I guess. I don't know. It has to be real.
I would say no.
Well, Moses says no to taking pictures with people, so he'll say no to it. But I'm the actor in this family, so it's more realistic that I would get this. But maybe not. I don't know. Moses would say no, but interesting. Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Bowen Yang and The Weeknd. One day I'll be co-starring with either of them, and this will come up. I think you would. I think if it's like art, I think you would. I think if it's for like a creative process.
I say it's more depends on how you feel about it.
Yeah. Well,
if you get all giddy about it, then it doesn't help.
I get giddy because I get giddy in the same way. Like just watching that made me giddy. Like it's not even me and it makes me giddy. So I do get giddy thinking about it. But I mean, you're it for me. No one is going to be you for me. You know what I mean?
Again, after JoJo, the world has changed. It's like...
Well, I'm not saying sexuality wise. I'm just saying like in general, there's no one like you that would do everything you do for me. I really do have it made.
Thank you.
But I also would love to be an actress. So.
Plus, you and Bowen, realistically, I don't think could ever work either.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Just because it's like Moses is happy, staying home when you're on the road, whereas like Bowen's really busy.
That's true.
He's always taking on roles. He's very in demand right now.
Yes.
He's got Las Culturistas. It's like, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like you can't both be filming at the same time.
Competing
and the
podcasts.
Kids. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like conflict of interest
busy.
there. Yeah.
That is very true. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There would be no threat. but what I'm saying too is like I would get giddy, but like how do they not get giddy? That's what I'm saying. Like Scarlett Johansson and Bowen Yang, like they must feel something as an actor, right? Like you have to feel giddy. You're not gonna like leave your husband over it, but it's like, don't you feel a little excited? Like this is the day I get to make out with Bowen Yang, you know?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't, but I think I don't know. Like I wouldn't. Like I'm not seeing people and thinking like, oh my God, making out with somebody. Like I think
for like a show, I don't know. I just think I always think that way. Like when I watch White Lotus, when I watch anything, I'm like, oh, they must have had so much fun like doing that. Not even the making out scenes, but just being like, oh my God, they get to do this scene together. That must be so much fun. I don't know.
I think in a setting that's so big and serious too, and live, I think that probably occupies most of your mind. You know,
they weren't live. It was a pre-recorded sketch.
No, but still, I'm saying like that probably occupies your mind more.
That's true.
Thinking about everything that's happening all around and cameras and people and my lines and where I'm supposed to be right after this and before this. So I don't, but movie set, yes, maybe. Like movie set, they film it 30, 50 times. You're in the bed with that person for 3-4 hours filming a scene. Like it's a bit different. Like I think.
Well, you could be on the set when it happens.
That's not gonna make it better.
Zendaya said like the challengers kiss. She was like, obviously she got a lot of questions about like that because it's like the 3-way kiss in challengers. But she was like, honestly, it was like so unsexy because the camera's like swinging right into me, and then like if I move a little bit too much, then I get hit in the face with the camera and all
I
this
think
stuff.
they say that to hide the giddiness of the excitement.
You
You
think?
have to. It was not sexy, you guys. It was actually, ew. I hated it. Like, you know, I think because people always say that, but I'm like, I think they're hiding it a little.
But it could be equally the opposite. Like you're not attracted to a person. It could be.
Then I would say no. I don't want to kiss an
Oh, you
ugly
can only
guy.
kiss if you're a child. Well, I think
Again, you're
getting
putting yourself
into
in
yeah,
a position where
you're
Yeah.
clocking yourself. So
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. Oh my god, I'm like, who was it? Was it Rebel? Who was it? Someone, maybe it was Rebel Wilson or something. Like, did not want to kiss. Oh, she didn't want to stick her finger up like Sacha Baron Cohen's
that's
butt.
a whole other- that wasn't even
but
filmed.
She wanted to make out with Channing Tatum, and have her grab her breast, and I was like, okay, fair enough. I get that
But
too.
one of them was in a meeting where he's
I
just
guess that's true.
not even filmed for the movie, like literally being harassed.
Yeah, you're right. I hate Sacha Baron Cohen. When you think about that story, I'm like, you are so weird. Like, why did you do that? I want to interview him and be like, what is happening? Gosh, all right. Well, that was my.
I guess it's a
hot
good
topic.
segue to the JoJo update. She reunited with Chris
saw.
Hughes in Mexico. Chris Hughes traveled 12 hours to go support JoJo at her concert in Mexico. And she was very happy to be reunited with them. The fans of this couple have compared them to Travis and Taylor. They said it's giving Travis and Taylor, which is a crazy comparison.
Who's giving that?
Fans,
What fans of who?
of them as a couple, I
No,
guess.
there's no way they're saying that. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. In what capacity? How? Because he's traveling to see her show, I guess.
Yes, and he was like waiting backstage, like there was fans were recording JoJo, obviously, and then in the background they could see Chris waiting like side stage, and JoJo posted a snap and of herself. She said that she was the happiest girl, and
You think
it looked. I don't know. I mean, it was her birthday too, so like obviously he flew out to be with her for her
Oh my
birthday.
God.
They're very close.
Wow.
I don't know. Or are they just playing it up? Why would you travel 12 hours just to hang out with a friend on their birthday? I don't know.
No, nobody's doing that. I
Right?
don't mind this couple. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I see it. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm very confused.
To me, it's giving love is love, because if she was so hard, like she really doesn't see gender. She's like, I just fell in love with this person. I kind of love it. I mean, I guess technically they're hetero, but I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Well, because I don't know. Well, JoJo's obviously like in the Big Brother house was talking a lot about like her own identity, gender identity, as well as
right.
sexual orientation and sexual
Yeah.
identity. So it's kind of like a double whammy.
That's
And,
what I'm saying. It's kind of just like love is blind. She's like, I don't see gender.
Yeah, especially if she was so hard on like I'm lesbian, and then
Yeah.
changed up. I don't know. I hope Kath's okay. I hope they're doing okay in Australia.
Oh yeah, we haven't
'Cause,
heard.
yeah,
from
I
them.
know, in a while. So I hope they're okay. But
It's so hard to just see, like, yeah, your ex like move on and being like dumped and humiliated in such a way, and then seeing them move on and be happy. But it's for the better. I think what's meant for you is meant for you. So for both of them, for Kath, they'll find someone better. And
yeah.
because JoJo, love her, but she would be a lot to date because she is so out there with her relationships, her emotions. She has a lot going on.
Wears
in her
a
life.
heart on her sleeve.
Yes.
And tells everybody about it. So
That's what I'm. Yeah.
put a mic in front of her on a red carpet. She will tell you everything going on with her relationship.
That's what I'm saying. And I knew that about myself too. It's like dating someone is like hard because like I'm going to say everything. You know what I mean? So it's hard. So I think in the end it's better long term.
True.
For those
And at least
people.
Chris is also like another reality star
I
personality,
know
I guess.
nothing about him. He's given a little clout chaser to me. Because like I don't know anything. And now like who started the rumor? He's Travis Kelce. It's like I feel like he started that. He put that out there somewhere. He paid the press.
He paid people. He has the bot
He paid
accounts.
you. He DM'd you. He's like, Oscar, say everyone's calling us the Travis
For
and
the right
Taylor.
price or the right LABUBU. I just might, yes.
That's what it's giving. I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But if she's, she's happy. She's young. She should just be exploring everybody.
Well, yes. Yes, why not? Yeah.
She has a lot of spunk in her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Spunk, is that the right word? I don't know. She has a lot of ambition
yes.
to be romantic, and that's okay. Just as long as you're not monogamous, hurting people. She's a heartbreaker. Doesn't she have a song like isn't she like heartbreaker?
You're a heartbreaker.
Isn't that her song?
No,
That's heart, no?
that's a famous song.
Or,
Doesn't she
wait,
sing?
no, is that her
You're
or
a
John Jack? Who sings that?
heartbreaker. Like, didn't she like belt in her car like heartbreaker? No,
Oh, that's Olivia Rodrigo. You're
What song
still
was
a
she?
traitor. You're still a traitor. And she turns all red. Yeah, it's not a JOJO SIWA original, but
Oh, I thought that was. That's someone's song. That's Olivia Rodrigo's song.
yes.
You're still a traitor. I love that. She eats. I like her. Gotta get her on for Pride Month. We both invented gay pop.
Well, is she still the CEO of gay pop, even if she is in a hetero relationship? That's a
don't
good
know.
question. She needs to address that. Like,
Yeah.
would she still consider herself
Well, come
the
on the
CEO of
show.
gay pop? Address it, JoJo.
Let's see who invented gay. Devo said on the set, like, Trish Paytas invented gay today. And I was like, I love that so much. So let's see who invented it. I don't know, JoJo. Open invitation always. Love you. Pride Month or any month. Would love to see you. But we're both rainbow girlies, so we really need to
Is
band
she
together.
still? Yeah, she still is. She was in all black for like a little bit. Like
No.
for Karma, but I feel like that was short lived. She went back to rainbow pretty quick.
She had an era.
Yeah.
She's over it.
Yeah. Did you see the Brittany Furlan tea that has gone on the past few days? I've kind of been obsessed with the story because I'm literally so confused.
I'm so shocked you're obsessed with that. I didn't think it, well, one, I was like, I should not be the one to talk about this because obviously Brittany and I have like a past where I could be a little biased.
Do
and then
you?
I thought,
How do I not remember?
Kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of runs like she really hates me. Like she
Oh, does
really,
she?
yeah. And then you know me, back in the day, I was a little like quick to snap back at it, you know.
Oh.
And then of course this situation happened, and you know when you already have like an issue with someone, and then something like this happens. I was like, yeah, but I was glued to it all weekend as well. And Moses, actually, I think you were the first person to send me something about it.
Yeah.
And I know everyone involved. Like, I was a fan of Tommy Lee, which is why Brittany hated me to begin with, because I love Pamela Anderson. Ronnie Radke, been catfished by Ronnie Radke myself. Like, he's been...
Wait, that is crazy.
Yes. Oh, I was hardcore catfished by Ronnie Radke. Yeah, like
someone impersonating him?
Yes, he's
Wow.
notorious. Well, we can say the story, but he is notorious for having a lot of catfishes. But I was in like a relationship with him for like 6 months.
Whoa.
And a catfish. I know. I never actually tell the story because I always like count on Moses. Moses had got catfish. We've both been catfished victims. But when he got catfish, I was making fun of him so much. But years prior, I had gotten only just a year prior. I had also gotten catfish. I thought I was a little smarter, huh?
Didn't you also date Post Malone? Or who else was
That was Gabby Hanna.
who else was
Who else? I probably did. Who else? Not Post Malone.
No,
That's
but
wild.
there was somebody, I can't remember.
Did I get catfished by someone else?
There was somebody else we were talking to that was like, and you weren't sure if it was or not.
Oh,
I think it was.
not Post Malone.
There's somebody who
Maybe
was
like another rocker or
I
something.
don't know, something like that.
When I was with you, when I knew you, when I was like friends with you.
No, before you just mentioned it that it happened, like for a few messages or something.
Yeah, I usually am pretty quick. Yes. You got catfished by a Vanessa Hudgens picture one time. I remember he showed me his catfish profile. He's like, this is the girl I'm talking to. I'm like, that's Vanessa Hudgens.
But I was like the tiny picture in the. No, this person sent
I
hundreds.
love it.
This person sends hundreds of pictures of somebody that's not them. But, but that's why I felt bad for her. If she was catfish, I feel really bad
Okay,
for
so
her.
we should set up the story.
Yes. Okay, so for context, Brittany Furlan, who is a former Vine star and is still married to Tommy Lee, have reportedly split. And she posted a TikTok addressing the reports that she was seduced by catfish posing as Falling in Reverse frontman Ronnie Radke. I'm glad you know the rockers because this is so like not. I don't go here. It's not my world at all. But there's something so insane about the story. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Because Brittany was reportedly, or allegedly, catfished by someone pretending to be Ronnie, and Tommy Lee had found out about it, and that is kind of how their relationship has recently fallen apart.
So originally, though, TMZ reported that they're separated because of the drinking. They're separating because of his drinking.
Yeah, so TMZ reported that they had split, and the reasoning TMZ gave was because of Tommy's sobriety or breaking of the sobriety. And then the next day it came out that Brittany had been allegedly catfished by someone impersonating Ronnie Radke.
Ronnie Radke came out with it, and then
yes.
it's so crazy. So, right. Well, it has been known Tommy obviously has drinking problems, obviously, because he got like the cops called on him. He like his son knocked him out one time. This was years ago, but when Brittany Furlan herself called 911 about like maybe 5 years ago or something, because Tommy Lee's son had knocked him out cold. He was on the floor, all this stuff like that. He was obviously drinking, so he's obviously had like problems. Also, it should be noted, because I don't want people to think, I like I said, maybe I'm trying to be very unbiased here because like it's so far gone in the past for me and Brittany Furlan, but it should also be noted there's been so many alleged cheating about Tommy. Remember like the whole boat thing? He was on boat with women and not answering. So like it's obviously, I don't know if their relations are open, but Tommy Lee has also had a lot of cheating. So for everyone to be like, oh, Brittany went out of the marriage and just had this affair with a Snapchat account, it is wild. So then the TMZ report comes out. I guess Ronnie came forward because Tommy Lee messaged Ronnie.
Yeah, Tommy Lee reached out and like went off on Ronnie in the DMs, saying, have you been talking to my wife? And I have the DMs. He said, don't F with me, dude. And then Ronnie replied, are you effing with me? I never once communicated with your wife. Hold on, let me check. Bro, I don't. And then
Check.
Tommy said, what the F are you talking about on Snapchat? You guys are supposed to have us some effing F slurs dinner date last night.
Oh.
Okay, Tommy Lee. And then Ronnie said, bro, I don't have Snapchat. I like you, bro. I wouldn't mess with your wife. And then he said, that's funny because she says you're lying. Oh. And then, so Ronnie went and posted all of his receipts on his Instagram story. And he posted all his DMs from Brittany, and he never had responded, reportedly. And the catfish, or the alleged catfish, even went so far as setting up like a date for them in person. And Brittany pulled up to his house and DM'd him, hey, I'm here, ? So the catfish was really effective. It's crazy.
No, like literally it needs to be on the TV show, because it's like this happened to someone else. It was like a basketball player. I think his name was like Bird or something. And this like underage girl at the time, 17. And there was someone in the middle like linking them up. And then those two ended up meeting somehow, but there was like a catfish in the middle of them. But they like sent them to each other's address and ended up like working.
So crazy.
It is crazy how, and then kind of we're both the victims of this. So people are kind of on that fence of this. They're kind of like, well, I'm kind of on both of their sides. Some people are convinced it's Ronnie because they're like, because people hate Ronnie. He had a really big, they like love him or hate him. He's really polarizing. They used to like, he's had like he always comes across like he hates his fans. Like that's the vibe. And that's kind of why I was like, oh, I was kind of over him too. But, so people like really like him or don't like him. So a lot of people like, that's Ronnie. He's gross. He would do that, blah, blah, blah. And then there's people who just like love Ronnie and like would defend him. It's so tough because I think,
But it happened to you.
yes, okay.
So that already puts a new perspective on this, that these things does happen. People do catfish under his name.
And yes. And I think it's been proven to another girl, the catfish had gone to another girl, and like this person is obviously, it's not real. How I found out I was catfish, because I thought I was talking, this was like in my era of like, I was like, oh yeah, because I love Pamela Anderson, obviously. So I had like a little like, I want to be with like a Tommy Lee person. So I was like, anybody with tattoos and like greasy in a band, I was like so all about it. So it was, I think it was 2019, my personal crash out era, where I was it was like, just all the people with tattoos and just greasy and everything. I was like there. So, Yeah, I remember I got reached out to by Ronnie Araki, and I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I didn't even know him because I didn't know like bands. I I'm a fake emo, but I still was excited. I was like, oh my God, this guy looks like Tommy Lee or whatever. And it was add me on Snapchat. So I still had my Snapchat in 2019, and we were like snapping. And it's so funny how she was like, he would send me videos, like have a good podcast. And that's how it was. Like it would be videos.
So crazy.
So, and this is before like, the AI
deep fakes. Yeah,
yes.
I was kind of trying to research, and he even Ronnie on TikTok has like reacted to deep fakes of himself that look really convincing.
So realistic.
So, yeah.
Whoever this person was looked so realistic to me. Like it was crazy. I wish I had them like saved or whatever. And there was another guy that was like really big into like the emo bands. He knew all about him. He's like, oh my God, that's so crazy. And so when he came out to LA, like whatever, he was a musician as well. He's like, it's so crazy you're talking to him. And this guy would be like dark. He'd be like in the dark, but he sounded just like him. He would send videos and he'd be like, love you, babe. Like just like crazy. I was like, oh my God, it's so weird. But we can never meet up. And he's like, I'm always on tour. I'm always this. Like I can't do it. Like you should come on the road with me, all this stuff like that. And so I think I ended up going to a show. And I remember being like, he invited me, but then like kind of ghosted me when I came to the show. I forgot where it was, like Phoenix or something like that. And I was like trying to get in and I wasn't on a list. I was like, oh, that's so weird. Then I had another friend who was in a band playing. God, I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name right now. But he had like tattoos too. And he was also playing. I was like, hey, can you tell Ronnie I'm here? Like he's expecting me. Like I'm not on the list or something. It's so weird. And he's like not answering his Snapchat and have his phone number or something like that. And so anyways, like, yeah, like I know Ronnie. Like I'll like go tell him you're here. Because this person also knew me. And then he came out and he's like, I don't think Ronnie knows you. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, we've been talking.
Oh my
and
God.
he's like, don't know her and something. I don't even know. It was so weird. It was so long ago. And yeah, I don't know. But anyways, he obviously didn't know me. And obviously I was like, okay, that was so embarrassing.
Crazy.
And yeah, we never FaceTimed. I mean, I think that's the thing. It's like a lot of people are clocking Brittany because it's like, okay, you never FaceTimed. You never like, you know what I mean? Because anyone like Aaron Carter, like any of those people I had met, like we FaceTimed right away and you could like just see and tell, you know,
Yeah.
Instagram live. If he was live, I'd go live. Like you could just know it's real. But I do feel bad for her because when you're in it, you kind of just believe it, especially because she is well known as well.
World, yeah.
Yeah, so she knows Machine Gun Kelly, she knows all these people. So like, wouldn't it be far fetched? It's not like he's the most famous person in the whole world. It's not Gerard Way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel for her. I think my opinion is she probably got embarrassed.
Yeah.
Obviously, came clean to Tommy, which I don't mind that part. She tells him, but then Tommy's harassing him. I get why he's coming out with all the receipts. A lot of people are saying he's crashing out because he's like going nonstop about it. But her response video to it was crazy because not only she was kind of doubling down, being like, "It is Ronnie."
Yeah,
you know,
she made a 7-minute response on TikTok, and it's kind of in between. Like she says, "Yeah, okay, maybe I was," but then she kind of like shows some receipts. Like she's like on April 24th, 2025, I posted this photo with Machine Gun Kelly. And then the next day, Ronnie, who has had beef with Machine Gun Kelly, posts this on his Instagram. And it's just like a photo of him in the gym. I'm not sure how the two are like related, but I think Brittany is trying to see, like, plant the seed that it is.
Yeah, he said, I do it better because he had the blackout tattoos.
Yes, yeah.
So she was trying to say, like, he's obsessed with me and this. Like, it was so much reaching. And it's like, girl, like, I feel like at this point, like, yeah, you got to just take that L. Like, we've taken the L. We've been catfish. It's like, that's so embarrassing. But
it was hard. It was, like, really confusing, though, because that's why I was, like, fascinated by it because and my immediate reaction was, oh, yeah, she was definitely catfish. But then there's so many people saying, like, oh, he's so, like, defensive about it. Why is he going so hard that he doesn't know her? He was just, because he had a girlfriend at the time. So, like, he just didn't want to be caught by his girlfriend. But then he's posting a TikTok. He goes through his phone, like, showing, I've never downloaded Snapchat or whatever. And then people are saying, well, it could be a different phone. I was just going the ping pong with like both sides. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. But the fact that you have a catfish story with the same guy makes a lot of sense.
Yes. And I'm not the only one. My sister has a Ronnie Radke catfish story on MySpace. Like, if for some reason, this particular guy, I think because he's not that famous, but famous enough where there's enough photos of him. I think that gives it, they're very easy. Specifically, catfish has used a lot of emo girls and guys for some reason. I don't know why. It's like they have a lot of photos, they have a lot of content out there. But if you even search on Instagram, Ronnie Radke, like the official one doesn't come up. Like it's shadow banned or something. Like I couldn't find his official one because I was trying to watch all the stories. There's like literally 1,000. Probably if I open my DMs now, I probably could find like DMs from a Ronnie Radke account that's not him.
Crazy.
Like weirdly, he gets like a ton of like catfish accounts, so it is like kind of known that.
That is nuts.
It's nuts, and it's also nuts that like she like showed up to a. Again, I say that having showed up to like a concert, being not invited by,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's
That's the thing about the situation is like there's these two people, but both of them are victims. There's a third person here.
Yeah,
that's
true.
why both of them are going so hard because both of them are victims of something. And then he has a girlfriend. Tommy Lee's after him. He's like, what just happened to my life right now? Like he's a big fan of him. He has a girlfriend. This is the worst thing that can happen to you, to be blamed of cheating if he didn't.
Yeah.
And I at this point, I believe it's a catfish because she never met him. Had they met, obviously it wasn't a catfish.
Voice memo, something.
If it wasn't a catfish, they would have met. They would have met. They would have taken it to the next step because, like, he's not a child. He doesn't need to correspond with her for a month.
Yeah.
For what?
But her trying to, like, show that he's obsessed with her and stuff. It's such a weird thing.
She's a victim of this. And that's the worst thing about catfishes. They have an upper hand on you because they control the situation. They know the situation. They know that you don't know. So in her mind, she was really manipulated to think this is him. And whatever they told her, whatever they did to do that, at that moment you believe all of that. And when that flips on you, you're kind of like, you're very disoriented because everything you believe to be true is not at this point. And it's hard to grasp that. But again, there's a person there that, manipulated, lied.
How did you finally know your catfish was a catfish? Because I had told you, I was like, no, this person has been around for a while. This has been a fan of mine for a decade. But you didn't believe me. You're like, no, she's a fan of my work. What was it?
For me, what was different, it was quarantine. So quarantine, people didn't, like, it wasn't like easy to meet people or see people. So for me, it didn't matter. It was more about just a correspondence because I was like by myself in quarantine.
But you didn't FaceTime? No.
So it was just like, because whatever people tell you, you kind of take it for, you believe. Because again, you think, because the person knows where you're at. So they tailor everything to fit where you're at. So everything makes sense. But you don't know that they know you already. You don't know that they know what happened before they met you. They know what.
But you kind of doubled down like Brittany did, where I was like, "This is a catfish." Like, no, it's not. And I was like, "No, this person's been a fan of mine."
No, but this was before I even talked to them. Like this was before. Like you just saw the name. This was before.
But when you started like suspicion, like I was giving you suspicion that this was a catfish, you didn't believe it. When did it turn to be like when do you think she'll turn and be like, "Okay, it wasn't Ronnie"?
Well, at that point, I said, okay, if we don't meet, this is not going to move forward. And that's where it broke.
But you were like going to pick her up at the airport.
No, you're mixing up two different things.
Oh, two different catfishes.
You're mixing up two
there
different
was two
things.
catfishes.
Oh my God.
You're mixing up two different things. Okay. But the point was, when you come to a point of meeting, they can't meet you. So then it has to come to a resolution.
But she came clean to you. She gave you her full identity. She's like, actually, I'm this person.
Right. Because at that point, it was like, okay, but because I think it's kind of like the movies, right? People be like, oh, I lied to you, but, it's still me. The person you talk to,
which
it's
did
still
happen in Catfish show a couple times.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm like, well, no, it's not, because you're a liar. It's not.
That's what we had talked about, though, because it does happen in 90 Day Fiancé. You remember at Summit, Catfish Jenny twice with like a young man's photo twice, and she still was like, it's fine. Like, so I guess maybe she thought there was. Well, I was still talking to you as me. Which
if I was their age gap and all that, you know what I mean? Like for.
You know what? I would love to know the Ronnie Radke catfish. Like, I wonder if it was like a hot guy or if it was just like some random girl. Was it that girl that catfished you that catfished me as Ronnie Radke? Like, you never know. Like, I wish I would have gotten
It's definitely
closure.
not a hot guy. It's.
Maybe.
Oh.
I don't think you'd be catfishing people if he'd be too busy being hot.
I want to know who
Honestly,
catfished me.
Yeah. You actually
I've yet to see a catfish that be like, oh.
Super like hot, confident, yeah.
I guess the deeper issue people were saying, which I am like, I don't know if this is the deeper issue, was that she was just wanting to like be with him outside of her marriage, like kind of cheating was the issue.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if maybe they did already separate and that happened in their separation phase. We don't know. We don't know.
But she did say she was going through stuff in her marriage. But they weren't divorced, so.
Yeah, and now she said she's now in a hotel room,
Right.
and not like at her home with Tommy. So,
Which is odd, yeah.
She also never met the person. She didn't take any action. She might have taken action. She might have got to a situation and be like, oh, I can't do this. Like we don't know. To me at this
So
point,
weird.
she's a victim of something that's horrible. That's how I see it at this point. We don't know where she came
Well,
from.
if I was just Snapchatting like a Jason Momoa.
When you're single, sure, whatever.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We're in a marriage like they were.
No, but we don't know what the situation was. Maybe they were already in a breakup phase or something. We don't know where she would have taken it or not taken it.
All right.
You're
on Team Brittany. I like it.
I'm just saying there's two different things happening here, and one of them she's a victim of. The second thing between her and Tommy, that's between her and Tommy, because like you said, he lives like he's in an open relationship, allegedly.
Yeah,
And
they
so,
just that counts.
So, if she messaged somebody.
I love that she came clean to him. She's like, hey, I've been...
What's weird is that, you've been she could have just not do anything and everything would have been fine.
She knew it was coming out, or she
No, she got duped, and then that could have been the end
Yeah, I
of
wonder
it.
why she told him.
I feel like maybe he saw something and then she had to come clean. No,
Okay, like a Snapchat.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how to check Snapchat.
I don't think so either. But
He's literally 60, I think. Like over 60s. 64.
yeah, I think it would. I'm kind of again in the middle because obviously, yes, at the heart of it, cheating equals bad, but it's also like we're not talking about no offense, but like the most loving, doting, loyal husband in the world. Like contextually of who the man is and the past and present and everything, all that into account is like there's probably more going on versus if it was like a couple that is known to be like in love and loyal and etc.
Like Barack Obama, Michelle Obama.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine? Yeah. She's talking to Ronnie catfish.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah.
Where it's like, really a couple who is like their brand, how in love they are, and they're very, there's no history of dubious activity, you know? So, yeah, I think it gets murky with this man in particular. So it's hard to figure out what exactly is going on. Just the idea of someone getting catfish in 2025, though, was especially someone famous getting catfish. I'm like, whoa, that's what like it really took me out. I was like, wait, hold on, how?
I know it is crazy.
Yeah,
it is wild.
How long has she been with Tommy?
I think they got married in 2019.
Yeah, I think they met like the year before. They've been together a while. They met at a Pride. I know that. They met at a Pride in like 2017 or 2018.
They married on Valentine's Day 2019.
Yeah, so they've been together.
So I see that happening to her because she's not out there dating. You know what I mean?
True.
Because when you're out there dating, then you're aware of the fact that half of the people you meet online are not.
But she's social media.
I was gonna say as an influencer.
You know about catfishes. Like obviously, when I was going through mine, I like this was also my meth era, so I was like believing anybody, anything. But like with yours, I remember when yours was happening, I was like, how do you not know this is a catfish? Like it's so obvious, but it's like not obvious.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't have that experience to even think about. Like the last thing that came across my mind.
Because she is a social media person, and like she obviously dated. She was not. I don't want to say not young. We're like around the same age, but she wasn't like young when she met Tommy. She like had dated a bunch of guys before. So that was like her brand and stuff like that. So it's not like she was on the apps. We're different because you just didn't date. So
yeah,
I don't know. And I guess into her defense too, she said there was a mutual friend that said Ronnie Radke was going to come to her show.
Oh,
like
yeah,
true.
It
was like text message she had with a guy named Danny. Nobody knows who Danny is, but she's like texting someone about Ronnie Radke with Danny, and. Yeah, so it's someone she knew. So I get that, like how I could feel that way.
That might have been that, because that's what I'm saying. There's one thing that usually throws you into a loop where you think that things. So whether there was like an insane coincidence that when that person told her that the catfish acted, or maybe that turned her into being more aware of this person, and she saw him on Snapchat.
Did she find? I wonder who found
you know.
I think she said that Ronnie added her.
Yeah, Ronnie added me into on Snapchat.
Yeah, on Snap. She let me just confirm because I have it saved.
But also, she knew the real Ronnie's Instagram to be like, I'm outside your house. So it's like, why didn't she ever verify it with?
Yeah, that's true. Because if you're already I guess he never followed her back on Instagram, but she followed him on Instagram and was liking posts and stuff of his, and was like replying to his stories as if they had a relationship, but he never replied to
never
her.
Never saw them maybe or something.
That's actually kind of crazy now that you said that. Yeah. Because it's not like she literally was replying to all his stories, but
never replied back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
I think it's like
interesting.
she got catfish. It's embarrassing. She's trying to double down because he's exposing, but then the people who already hate Ronnie are like, oh, he's crashing out because he's like so obsessed with like, you know, proving himself wrong. I agree with you. It sucks to be like in that position. Like I would also be that way if I was married and I was like, well, I am married. But like if someone was just like, I've been talking to Trisha and it wasn't me, I would be pissed too. I'd be like, okay, stop saying this shit. And I probably would go all out too. Be like, okay, person, you've been obsessed with me. Like, I do get both sides, but I feel for Brittany. Like, obviously, like you said, going through the marriage. I mean, being married to Tommy, look, I used to love Tommy Lee, but obviously the Pam stuff, even the Brittany stuff she's had to go through with him. I was like, because there was like a whole boat thing. I remember that saga where he was like out with girls while she was home. She's obviously insecure in their relationship for whatever reason, probably because of him. I'm not saying she is, but you know, she has her own insecurities, so I'm sure she's going through a lot.
Rock stars of that era, it's a problem. You know,
and if he has a drinking problem on top of it, which
they
is clear.
They have a different view of what it is that they do in this world. You know, they see themselves as troubadours. They see themselves as...
Which is sad, because they did seem... I thought, well, maybe he's, you know, in old age, like you kind of just like want to settle down. So I thought, oh, well, maybe he's like excited to have this like hot girl and he's just going to be monogamous, you know, later on in life, maybe you just want to settle down. But I don't know if that's true, because they were doing like bonsai trees together. Like they were doing cool together, like little TikToks. They seemed kind of, I'm going to stop right there. But I feel for her more than I feel for
Yeah.
Tommy.
And I think, and my message to her is like, don't even be embarrassed, because you're a victim of what happened. You don't need to be embarrassed of it. It's not even...
I love that.
No,
I'm embarrassed by my cat. You're never embarrassed by your catfish?
No.
Oh, wow.
It's horrible. Okay. It's horrible that people like that are out there and what they do.
I'm embarrassed by mine. I mean, that's embarrassing.
I guess at the end of the day, you just believe someone. It's like, she believed, and you know when they capitalize the letters, like it's like she believed, but then they capitalize he lied, like in the letters. It's very It's very that. So you just believe. I guess at the end of the day, you just believe the wrong person, and is believing in people a crime? I guess, you know, when you put it that way,
Yeah, it is a crazy story. Like how it came out, why she told Tommy, why did Tommy DM, why did Ronnie make it public? Like it is a crazy thing how it all.
Especially thinking back to the Brooke saga, where Brooke made up for the story. She's like, oh yeah, what was it? She made up with Tommy Lee at Coachella, and then that's when Brittany went off on her. She's like, Brooke and Tana are talking about.
And that's the thing. I think Brittany's such an easy target because she's so defensive of her marriage, and she like does attack. Like my whole thing with her is literally 2017. I recreated Pam and Tommy photos. Literally, do you remember this?
I remember this. Oh my god, that triggered my memory.
And this is like literally 2017 or 2018, so they maybe just started dating. I would have no idea. I did not follow any of them like that, but I love Pam.
Was it when you had the big pink hat? Was it that one? Oh no, before.
No, but that was like the same year. Yeah, when we did our interview, and I recreated the Pam and Tommy, and I was just like, oh, like
I do remember this. Yes.
I don't know. I thought I looked fierce. I looked like Pamela Anderson. She went off on me. Oh my god! All of a sudden, I started getting spam comments from Brittany's account, but more so Tommy Lee's Instagram started commenting, being like Spamela Anderson, like just being so nasty to me. I was like, what the hell? It's like 65-year-old Tommy Lee on his Instagram doing this, and then she would do video of them like watching my video, because I did a video of vlog about it, and then like laughing at me and being like, what the hell? Like, and then him like they're like laughing. It was so weird, and I was like, it really did hurt at the time, but. Then when I realized, I mean, like later on, and now seeing she's obviously crashed out over the Pam documentary. Like she was like very upset. You remember, like she's very, you can tell she's very insecure. But again, like I would be too. You're married to Tommy Lee, who's married to all these beautiful women, who's also known to be a cheater by his own admission, by the dirt, by all this stuff like that. Obviously, he has issues with his family and his drinking. I mean, it's like a lot. It's a lot to handle. So I do feel for her hindsight. But in the moment, I remember being like so embarrassed and upset.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god. I was like. So I think she has insecurities in the relationship. And yeah, then the Brooke thing happened. I did see a comment. I think someone's like, so does this mean what Brooke was saying was true? And then Brooke commented, she's like, absolutely not.
Yeah, because she also, anytime, like, she's so quiet. Anytime, if it was real, she would never say anything. You know what I mean? So, because like.
I know, but you know what? Like, I always think that too. It's a fair comment, because you're like, was it though? Because it is Tommy Lee. You hear these stories, and And that's why I can never be married to anyone famous, much less Tommy Lee, because you would just always, especially if you're already a little insecure to begin with, that on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not with him, because I think she wasn't with him that night at
At
Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
And that one night you're not with him, be like, damn it. You know what I mean? It's just... But it's just such a random... Anyways, I don't want to get the deep dive. It's just such a random thing for Brooke to make up. But
I know. It was
like,
so random.
it's so niche, and Tommy Lee is just like not popping like that.
But she always would make up like a random old guy. I forget there was like another
Kid Rock or
person.
something?
Yes, where she like with
Yeah.
Clinton, when she was dating with Clinton, she made a joke about thinking Kid Rock is hot. So
Right.
maybe that's just her country girl horseback riding roots just kind of come out, and she just kind of says
Tommy
an
Lee
old
is
man.
just so random. Like, I never think of him. And I really only think of him because of Brittany. So
Maybe that's. I mean, I guess that's funnier than saying like, I don't know, Benson Boone, because I feel like Benson Boone no one would believe, but Tommy Lee, it's like, oh, it's kind of a gag.
But
It's
also,
like,
most people, a lot of people watching, literally people at my show would be like, Tommy Lee who? Like, they didn't even know Usher. Like, they're not going to know Tommy Lee. Do you know what I mean?
That's why it's more camp, because it's so like, irrelevant.
So random.
No offense, but
Yeah, no, but we'll be at 65.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but it's so sad. I know. Is it still going on? I mean, it was entertaining, but it is sad because it is like someone's life.
To me, it was such a mystery. And I didn't know like what was going on. That's why I was so intrigued, because I was like, wait, this is so bizarre. It was such a bizarre, random story. So it was like,
and it kind of blew up. Yeah, it became like, you knew about it. Moses was texting me about it, and I started seeing it everywhere. And I was like, and Brittany, she really does find herself in the middle of so much scandal for being quite not on the internet anymore, because she doesn't really make
she's pretty
content.
low key. I think she has a podcast, but yeah, she's pretty low key.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know.
Did you see the last one she posted? Something like, "Oh, I'm driving by your house."
Oh, the Gaslight
She
shop.
shows
Yeah, there was a restaurant called the Gaslight, and she driving by. What'd you say? Your ex's? Should I stop by his house or something? And then she showed it, and it said Gaslight. Did you see it?
No.
Which isn't great, adding to this little obsessive stalker storyline that was being portrayed about her, but I saw that. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know who she was talking to. Like, whose ex? She knows his ex? Because then she posted something with, like, girls supporting her. Like, it was very confusing. It was very...
Oh. She's really pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful. I think she said her body was all natural, like, just super
Okay,
gorgeous.
body is T. Face card is there.
Hair is
Yeah.
stunning. No, she's beautiful. And I think that's what's, like, always so weird with people is, like, how, pretty girls can also be insecure. But we always talk about this. Like, the pretty girls are always cheated on. They're always the ones getting with
True.
losers. Look at HALLE and stuff. It's like they're always with these awful...
True. Honestly, yeah.
Ugly
The
men.
Holly stuff. Yeah. That
And
is T.
again, not to be this person, but Tommy is so old. I mean, you know what I mean? She's so hot, and it's like, what is that? I don't know. Like, I don't know. You always feel bad for those girls that not feel bad, but I think Tommy Lee in his 30s. Actually, that'd be awful.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know. He's cute. He's
It was a
handsome.
good segue because Lorde
Let's segue out.
got some backlash because she did an interview with the Rolling Stone. And before we get into the backlash, though, I did think it was funny. In this article, she talks about like her gender identity, and she said Chappell Roan came up to her at the Met Gala, and Chappell just said, "So what's the deal? Are you non-binary now?" Which I love that Chappell just walked up to Lorde and was like, "What's tea, mama?
What's the
Are
tea?"
you or papa? I guess. What are your pronouns?" But
I
Lorde,
love that. She has pronouns? I love that.
She said, Lorde said she still goes by, she
her.
considers herself like non-binary, like as far as gender, but she still uses she, her pronouns.
She said when she feels like a woman, and when she feels like a man, she feels like a man. And I was like, first of all, I said this in 2019.
I was going to say very
This is
Trish-coded.
like my original thing that I originally got canceled for, but now people see it, and that's why I'm glad that people are accepting of it. Because I get it. Unless you like live it, you don't get it. You know what I mean? And people think you like.
It is very an
cuckoo.
abstract kind of thing. So yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Same with like that's why people are so like transphobic and stuff too, because they can't understand the idea of being born in the wrong body and stuff. But
and,
yeah,
like,
it is such a spectrum.
Feeling like trapped in this body that's like not yours. And that's like how I felt. That's why I like not to make this about me again, but like when I discovered Drag Race in season 15, I was kind of like, wait, I feel like I think I said it in my original I'm trans video is like I feel like I'm a drag queen, which is why I thought I was like a boy. I thought you had to be like a boy to be a drag queen. So that's why I was kind of like confused on that because that's how I feel. And I still feel that way whenever I get in like my hair and makeup. I'm like, ooh, it's giving drag, it's giving performance. And so it is like, it is a hard thing to explain to someone. Like it doesn't feel like you feel like it's a performance of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that's why I like the non-binary because in my everyday life, don't give a about being a girl. Wouldn't say I'm like full on guy because I don't know if I'm fully there, but I just, that's why I like the non-binary. I'm like, I don't know, just a being,
Yeah.
So I like what Lord's saying.
Yeah, that part. Me too. Love that part.
Okay, what happened?
Well, then Lorde went on to talk about how she watched Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's sex tape after.
Oh no!
Yes, in this article, she said she underwent psychedelic therapy because she was dealing with a lot of mental health issues in her past eras, and she said when she was going through this therapy, she started watching Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's sex tape.
Oh.
She said that she watched the entire thing and that, quote, I found it so beautiful. And maybe it's effed up that I watched it, but I saw two people that were so in love with each other. They were jumping off this big boat and they were like children. They were so free. And I was just like, whoa, being this free comes with danger. And people were obviously very upset because Pamela Anderson has been very outspoken time and time again about how this was never supposed to be out there and that people stole this tape and then profited off of it. She said that we never made a dime off that, and I hate when people say we settled on something. We never settled on anything. We just told people to get lost. If anyone watches it, if anyone buys it, if anyone sells it, it's just pathetic. You can't put a monetary number on the amount of pain and suffering it caused. And she also talked about how it affected her career and how she was the punchline of all the jokes on talk shows and about how humiliating it was. And she even went to court, obviously, to try to put a stop to it. But she said that she was 7 months pregnant with Dylan and it was affecting her pregnancy because of all the stress about going to court and having everyone objectify her and talk about her body in such a sexual way that she just wanted the case to be over. She didn't want to keep having to go to court because she was carrying a baby and didn't want anything to happen to her son. So
this is 30 years ago. Before
30 years
cared
ago,
about
yes,
or anything. Yeah, it was looked at such a different way.
Yeah. So knowing that she's gone through all this trauma and then saying that.
You enjoyed it?
In this Rolling Stone article. I know. We talked about last week on Patreon, about the need for publicists. And this is one where, a publicist should have been there and been take that off, scratch that.
I know.
Because it's so out of touch. And I feel bad because I love Lorde. And I think it's something, if she just had a friend that's too woke to be like, oh, that's not, I think she would be like, oh, actually, right? That is, terrible.
How is she not, though? Because I'm, such a Pam fan, too. And it's, even when the show came out, with Lily James and stuff like that. I remember watching it, and then Pam was so against it. So then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it anymore either. You know what I mean? Or even the Pam and Tommy cosplay. I did that obviously before the show came out, but I was like, oh yeah, that was such a traumatic thing. So it's why are we,
I know.
Era? Yeah.
This is just me. Again, I'm very biased, so this could all be nothing, but my speculation was she is just kind of a chronically offline girl until it's time to promote a something. She kind of is just doing her thing. And she's not
Lorde.
Lorde. She's not just very tuned in to what's going on in pop culture in the world. I only know that Pam hated it and just because I'm in entertainment a lot. Pam was promoting The Last Showgirl and talked about reclaiming her body and the everything that happened to her when she was sexualized so much. So that's how I know about it. But I guess if someone was just very out of touch and not in tune with pop culture and has kept up.
But why did she say it? They asked her about it, or what? She just said during her.
Yeah, the therapy, the psychedelic therapy, and her new album is called Virgin, and it's an exploration of all that stuff too. Okay. So yeah,
it is so random, but yeah, I guess so. I was definitely. I didn't know it affected Pam like that either until a show came out, because I was definitely oh my God, that's so iconic. It's so cool because it's a different time now where it's empowering and all that stuff like that. But Pam didn't see it that way, didn't feel that way, still doesn't feel that way. So yeah, it's just out of touch. Yeah, I think that too. Lorde has a lot of hot takes.
She has a lot of hot takes.
And you said, some people just don't know. Yeah. If you're not online, I put everything online, sometimes you don't know. You're like, oh my God, okay, that's not it. You know?
Sometimes you say things and then it takes other people being not that.
Yeah.
Mama. And then you're like, oh, she hasn't addressed it though. And I'm like, Lorde, please do something. Say
Lorde, please.
Something. Lorde, please.
Lorde, please.
I love her. I do love Lorde. She's very sweet. And it's also kind of because people have pointed out that she criticized Lana Del Rey in the past for like romanticizing like violent relationships and like DA and stuff. So people are like, well, you clocked it here, then why are you okay with consuming like a stolen sex tape? Like,
I can relate. I don't like I relate to that. Like, you know what I mean? Like the hypocrisy sometimes can slap you in the face.
Dissonance for sure. But I'm hoping and want to think that if this is brought to her attention, she'd be like, okay, yeah, that was stupid and like offensive, and apologies to Pam. But
she doesn't seem like an apologies type girl.
No, she actually
has she?
Yes, even like in I want to say 2013 or 2012, like when she came on the scene, she was 16. She like hated Taylor Swift when she started. Like she did an interview. And she's like, I never want to be like Taylor Swift, like one of these like pop girls or whatever. And then Taylor like reached out to her and like sent her flowers. And then she said, I was like so stupid when I said that. Like, so she's one of those people who maybe it's like the non-media training or something. Like she kind of just says things, and then she does kind of own up to like, oh, that wasn't it. Like I was stupid there.
Very me and Rachel Zegler. Very like,
oh my God,
you know, I was like, oh damn, I was a bitch.
You and Lorde are kind of.
We are there. So I'm saying, I get it. I'm like so for one thing, and then like totally I do the opposite the next week. I'm actually, you know what? Yeah.
Just learning every day.
Yeah, learning every day, every hour, really. It's like
true. Yeah.
A couple episodes ago, I was, all for Joe Goldberg, and then like 2 hours later, I was like, you know what? Actually, yeah. Actually, he might be problematic. So I like it. Like you said, as long as you can like apologize and figure it out.
Yeah, and I hope she does or did even. Especially because Pamela literally was just out there so much last year for the last Showgirl. She did so much like press and stuff. So she's just very public right now. She's just at the Met Gala. Oh my God. And Lorde was also at the Met Gala.
Oh, yeah. Very, yes.
Yeah.
And Pamela is in her like no makeup, very non-sexual.
Yeah.
Like there's no chest showing. There's no anything.
Reclaiming her identity. Reclaiming her body.
She has been out there for a while because she did that documentary. It was pretty
True.
big.
Was it the Netflix one?
Yes, with her sons. And then the book she did.
Yeah.
She was on Broadway. So she has been kind of putting herself out there with the no makeup and just being an icon.
Yeah.
No comment on the Tommy Lee stuff yet, but because she comments sometimes on it. I think
does she?
Yeah, because Brittany came for Pam sometimes. But
really?
One thing, during, I think the documentary Pam did with her sons was like a love story and talked about how like their love was beautiful, like her and Tommy, and then she's like, why is she like bringing this up? And people came for her. They're like, what's her story? I think one thing, definitely don't ever go against Pam. She's an icon. She's a national treasure. She's like a beautiful, like kind soul. And then Brittany tried to like, she did a little like parody about Pam and people did not appreciate it. It was giving insecure, which I again get because damn, your husband's married to the most beautiful woman on earth, and then she just made a documentary about their love because it was a lot of like footage with her and Tommy. You know
what it's kind of giving?
Me,
Hailey Bieber, Justin. Because I was thinking, I was like, why is she so defensive? I guess if you're so iconic, like Tommy Lee and Pam are such an iconic couple, which is so weird because again, I know there was like, there's like spousal abuse and stuff in their relationship too.
Yeah,
so it's like, but anyway, it's like,
and she talks about that too.
Yeah.
So she's like, if the relationship was so bad, why do you keep talking about it? Like that kind of stuff. It's like, okay. You also had kids together. It's layered, you know.
Yeah,
it's like
but
that.
Such an iconic couple, I guess, that is still referenced, obviously, forever.
Everybody does. Kim Kardashian dresses as them, like Kelly Ripa, like everyone does.
Renee Rapp just did the Pam, like the pink hat, the VMAs.
Which Tommy was in the coat. Yeah, so it's very...
So
if you have any like a little bit of insecurity, it's gonna be multiplied times like 1,000.
Especially when you're with someone for years, you're like, damn, why are you still talking about?
Yeah,
it is kind of the Hailey Bieber kind of thing.
Yeah, it sucks. You'll always, you have to be really secure.
Yeah,
you could be the most beautiful. Both of them are beautiful, Hailey and Brittany, but
even if you are like secure, social, like if you're just social, like a social media girl, they'll break you down at some point. No, could never. Actually, that sounds awful. Yeah, but Hailey Bieber is being posted by Justin Bieber, so I guess they're still going strong in their Toronto Maple Leafs jackets. I just saw them kissing photos, so they seem to be going good. Yeah, I think so. He posted didn't he post after the Met Gala? My girl's got beautiful toes of Hailey Bieber.
I didn't see that. He's so wild.
He's wild.
Where are they at? I want to meet him. I'd like to interview him.
I forget, he was somewhere in Europe, I want to say, like, a couple weeks ago when the Met Gala was happening, because people were like, well, where's Justin? But he was recording music in somewhere.
He's going to make a comeback.
Somewhere abroad. I hope so.
I hope him and Ed Sheeran make songs again.
Well, yeah, why not? Yeah, they're a good combo.
Song.
They're a good combo, yeah.
For all the times you try to rain on my parade. That's my favorite song. I love that song. It's so good.
I'm surprised you haven't, like, gotten tired of it. You're still hyper fixated on that song.
Yeah, I listen to it over and over.
I have a really hard-hitting story that I'm so excited to tell you about.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
This headline took me out when I read it. Brianna CHICKENFRY LaPaglia is trying out jorts in her, quote, bisexual fashion era. I've been taking risks. This was a real headline.
By who? Who put this headline out there?
I think it's page 6. Yeah, page 6 at the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue 2025 launch party.
The reputable page 6.
The reputable page 6.
Them.
This headline, this stopped me in my tracks, and I had to click, and I had to learn more.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, it was effective. It got my eyes on it.
The bisexual era of jorts.
Trying out jorts in her bisexual fashion era took me out.
Bisexual fashion era.
Yes,
okay.
yes, because she has talked about post Zach Bryan that like a lot of girls have been hitting her up, and she's been open to exploring that.
Yeah, right.
So she told Page 6, I think I've just really been taking risks about what I'm wearing, what I'm emulating. I'm really like leaning into my androgynous side. Sorry. I'm so sorry. She's going to be so mad at me, but it's just kind of funny because she's like so...
This is Brianna saying this? Okay.
Because she's just so glam. And like,
right. She's like,
I love that she put on denim cutoffs, like loose-fitting denim cutoffs. She's like, I'm giving androgynous.
It's giving me when I did Troy Bolton. I'm trans. I think I'm a boy.
Like, oh my God. She said, I've been really tapping into my bisexual era, like going on dates with girls and just trying fashion that I would be scared to try otherwise. And it's been really cool. It's been really fun. I feel like I'm learning a lot about my style. When asked about some of the looks she's been trying, she said, jorts. I really wanted to wear jorts. Everyone else is. I can wear them now without feeling weird because she's bisexual. She can wear jorts, everybody.
Is that a bisexual
I
thing?
don't know. I don't think
it's
so.
It's giving more full lesbian to me than bisexual, but I love... Oh, okay, kind of like... What is it, Ava on Hacks? Yeah, I guess she wears jorts.
She does wear jorts. She's bisexual.
Love those with the sneakers and socks, she wears jorts, yeah.
But Jorts Gate, which one of them was wearing jorts again?
Oh.
Tana or
that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the second time I hear jorts in 1 week. Because
Tana was wearing jorts, right?
Yes, and Brianna. Brooke was like, those jorts
They're
were ugly.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so...
It's a big week for jorts, you guys. Big week for jorts. I do have jorts.
I never tried them. I think I would look like Kevin Smith if I wore jorts. You know what I mean? Like, I would give that for sure.
Are they longer than...
Yeah. They're jorts. They're shorts? Jeans and shorts. They're jean shorts?
Yeah. And they're like not fitted, which is in right now. Very like Billie Eilish, Renee. Oh.
Yeah. As I say it. That's what I'm saying. It was giving more lesbian, but I love a bisexual too.
But jorts in general are in style, I think.
So anyone. Probably.
I think anyone can wear jorts.
If it's a bisexual fashion era.
Like there's some things that are indicative of a sexuality. Like for lesbians, carabiners. Carabiners are a very lesbian thing.
Yes, I just learned about these.
Yeah.
There's I would say half my audience are lesbian these days.
Love.
Like everyone who comes to the show, I have to show you one. They always dress as me and Moses.
I saw the
Did you see the biggest fan one? There was like, I'm Moses' biggest fan, and it had your picture. It was so cute. This last one.
Oh no, I saw one that says I love water.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. They always come as me and Moses. It's like so amazing. They're like always really young too. They're like married for like 6 years, but they're like 26-year-old like lesbian couples that always come, and I'm always so gay. I have to ask people now, how do you know each other? Because I was always just like friends, sister, and then like wives. I'm like, I love it. So if you come to my show, it's like half lesbians, and I'm obsessed with it. It's very cool.
Last year was Year of the Lesbian, and this year. And honestly, probably 2026 too, I would say.
I think it's going to officially take over the world. Yes. Maybe Brianna LaPaglia will be on the list with her jorts.
It took me out. I love an influencer interview on a red carpet. It just takes me out every time.
Oh my God, like I love
They're
that.
They're just so funny.
Oh, it's an interview. I thought it was like an AI written article.
No, this was an interview that they paid.
These are actual words came out of
actual words. Yes.
I love it. It is giving like, put on a Troy Bolton wig, you're feeling a different gender. You know what I mean? Like, I feel it. I get her.
I love it. She put on jorts and was like, damn.
Bisexual
let me go
realness.
on a date with a girl. Yeah.
I love it. And I love the bisexual representation because she could just be like, look, I'm full lesbian. You know what I mean? But she's like, I'm gonna go with the bi route for now, and that's what it is.
Well, I think she's still dating men. No, didn't she hint about guys sometimes too on TikTok? So she looks boring. Yeah,
she is giving Ava from Hacks. I like that. She likes a little bit of both. Maybe she needs to be a polyamory. Kind of good. I did a polyamory once and it was wonderful. She wore jorts too. I think she wore jorts. She did an interview. I remember the girl in the relationship in my polyamory relationship did like an interview dating me, and I was like, oh, that's so
and
funny.
was wearing jorts in the interview.
I want to say she looked like a mermaid in real life, but yeah, maybe she was wearing jorts.
Okay.
She was ahead of her time because that was like 2018 or something like that.
Oh yeah, true.
But I love that she came forward because that gave me some credibility. I think people thought I made it up, so I was like, oh my god, look at this. This is my polyamory girlfriend that I had a relationship with for a minute. You know, it gives credibility when they come out with it. Like, oh, Trisha wasn't lying. Because, you know, especially after a relationship this, they might just think, oh, it's for attention or confusion. But no, it's real.
Wow.
Bisexuality is real, everybody. And Brianna LaPiglia is giving bisexual realness. I want to see her in jorts. Was she on the red carpet in jorts? Oh, what was she talking about it then? They just have a picture?
She has posted like a couple OOTDs.
We got to try it out. Maybe that's our next Patreon video. We all try jorts.
No, thank you.
Who was
See
the
if it
best?
makes me bisexual.
Yes. You should wear them to the mall. Try it out when you see Lilo and Stitch. You would look
Why
cute.
Lilo and Stitch and jorts?
Well, your next outing. I'm like, where are you going to go? You're going
With
to
a
go see Lilo
Hawaiian
and Stitch.
shirt. He goes with a Hawaiian shirt.
Okay, work. Yeah, I
it's
do
very
have a lot of
90s.
jorts, so I can do it.
I don't know if I've ever owned a pair.
I have like little skinny jorts, but I have like one or two looser jorts now. I feel like I look 2 feet tall when I wear jorts.
Yeah. It also gives me like Bart Simpson vibes. I don't know if he wears jorts, but I would assume he would in real life.
Okay.
Wasn't there? Yeah, I think there was a Tana and Brooke Jorts Gate that just came out.
And on the canceled tour across the pond, they
posted the whole.
they
It's like
posted the
international.
whole international disaster. That was
Yeah. Crazy name.
They posted the full Jorts Gate documentary. I don't even know
movie.
what do you call
They
it.
did
The
a
movie,
feature film screening of it,
which was crazy.
I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. Why did we put this out?
I guess because so much time has passed, they probably feel so removed from that era that they're like, this is kind of camp. Which I can see that.
It's camp until you watch it. You're like, oh, this was like
really intense,
abusive. Like they're just like screaming at each other. I was like, oh my god, I love both of them, obviously.
Yeah.
It
but
was
it's
intense.
wild. It is intense.
I just can't imagine you and me like on a bus and just like screaming at each other.
That's
just,
what I
like,
was thinking too. Like,
crazy.
You're such a see you at next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Uncensored. I really couldn't imagine it. I think we're also just we're both so passive that it's like, okay, no worry. Like we're anytime.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
we're
Nothing
just like
of that would happen.
we never like care that much, but like.
But this is also why I wouldn't go on a bus with anybody, like even on my own tour, because it's like I think after a while that would like you would probably snap over like jorts, I guess you would say. I could see me for sure being. I could see me being both of them because I'm very anal about like time and being on time. Like, oh my god, like if you are late, like, and to Tana's credit, she shows up like right on time.
That's what I was gonna say.
time.
She's very different now, but this was
Yes,
also like
it's a
pre
different time.
Makoa. Yeah, like
Sure, yeah. So but that drives me nuts. Oh my god, someone's like late for sure. I would also be like frustrated and annoyed. But I've also been the Tana of the situation too, where I'm just like, it's fine. Like you can wait like an hour. You know what I mean? Like I get both, but obviously the full video it got leaked. I don't think we're supposed to have phones on this tour.
Is that what the rule was?
Yeah, there was supposed to be no phones. I'm watching the whole thing. I was like, okay.
yeah, it was the whole. I
obviously-
think it was like 7 minutes or something. I was seated.
Yes, didn't make Tana look good. Again, this was like I don't know what year this is, but
It was
right before Mercoa, I think, like
yes.
2022 or something.
Because it was before we started. No, before we started Just Trish.
No, I think it was
After.
happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I think Brooke was here shortly after it happened, but we were
Oh,
going to ask
yes,
her.
the first time before Jorts. Yes. The first time she was here was right before because we asked her about Jorts Gate, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was like kind of like written off as like nothing serious.
Yes, because a clip was in one of their vlogs or something, but yeah, this was the full.
But, yeah, I think Brooke posted it. Or
Yeah.
Tana, maybe. I don't know. Someone posted
I was
it.
one of them, but this the
Yeah.
full thing. Yeah, I mean, kudos to Tana for being fine with that whole thing airing. It is a good bit to have in your tour. Like if I'm getting a ticket to cancel and they show that, I'm like, oh, I got my money's worth today because it is crazy.
I know, but then it's also like, oh, like I don't know. You look at. I don't look at him differently, but you look at someone, I don't know, like me and Mose are having a fight, and then I'm like, let me show you that full fight. And it's like, this is the full 14 minutes, and then shows me just being like so verbally abusive. I'd be like, I don't know if that's like, people would be like, Trish, that's not, why did we show this? You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
especially they're so far removed from that now. Like, don't you want to show like the happiness? We've had toxicity in our past, but I'm not going to re-air it.
It's true.
Let's look at this, how great this was.
I
Like,
know. I was kind of taken aback. I mean, I'm trying to find the bright side, I guess, but it is a little nuts. And they end the clip of like this little documentary and being like, whose side are you on? Like dramatic like text. And it's like, Tana, girl, I'm sorry, but damn, obviously,
Not yours.
Not yours, girl. And the whole crowd is saying Brooke too, you know, because in this situation, it's like,
I know.
Brooke is like trying to just get Tana to show up on time before the meet and greet
She's
and everything.
dealing with her managers, yelling at her, like
You're
Tana's
gonna
managers.
lose money. The venue's gonna pull out. Especially, was that like their first, I think, tour or whatever, right?
Yes,
So especially for someone who's not used to it, and like you have all these people making it, obviously it's like for a good reason, saying like the stakes are so high, these people are going to be upset, you're going to lose all this money. Obviously she's going to be like frazzled by that and be like, look, we have to show up to this, especially in general, even when she's not getting paid. Brooke is very punctual.
Right. And then Tana be like, we'll just do the tour without me, we'll just do separate tour. It's a lot. It's like, oh. Yeah, but the bright side, like you were saying, not the bright side, but I guess like the point of all was, like you said, at least you feel like you got your money's worth. I don't think it was ever meant to be on TikTok, because they always say they like I think the rule is no phones.
Oh.
And they say they're really secure, because I said even the first tour, I was like, how did you guys not get any of those stories leaked? And like they were really, really on it. Like security would like tape their phones. If they saw them out, they would take them in. So someone posted it somewhere out there.
The European audience is just
not as good with the
their
rules.
morals, their ethics.
Wow. That's his opinion on the European audience. I love you.
It's kind of giving the Met Gala, like, you know, you're not supposed to take your phone in there, but,
right.
you know.
But someone filmed the whole thing, so someone wasn't doing a good job if you filmed all 7 minutes of it. I was like... But I guess that's why they go on tour and they have the juicy stories. And obviously, when you're like in a different place now, obviously they're like different people. And they're obviously getting along, so...
Yeah.
It is wild to see, though. But I've been Tana, too, where it's like, I think I can be so in the right, or at least I think I'm like partially 50-50 of it. And I also would be like, whose side are you on? Where people like have unanimously been like, Trisha, you're so in the wrong. You're so toxic. Like, what? So I've been both. Because she probably in her head was like, you know, I'm not totally in the wrong here.
Yeah, she was like, I probably made some points. And I was like, well, actually.
Not on that one, but.
Well, no, but.
Doesn't mean we don't love you, but also just like, what?
And also Paige in there too, being like, yeah, I mean, you're really not that late. Like, she's trying to make it seem better. I'm like.
And that's why, but you also need people like that too, that are on your side no matter what. Like, it's fine. You're fine. You're not that late. You know what I mean? Like, in comparison to like 6 hours, I guess, like, you're not. I know. It's crazy when you're like so punctual. I'm such a punctual person, but I'm telling you, every night Love Line, she's here on the dot at 2 p.m. I'm like, it's crazy. I'm always, because I always like allow 10, 15 minutes for anyone, 20 minutes. And then they're here
we used
before
to think she'll be late, like half hour, an hour. So we took our time. Suddenly she shows up like, oh no, she's here. She's on time. So we're scrambling.
No, she's so on it now and so very different. But
yeah, her vibe is very different. Even in general, when you think about like every month was kind of something. Remember, like it was like that last was it like the last interview of 2023 or something, and it was like revisiting her scandals of the year or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, damn, she actually has had a lot of scandals, but ever since, like, not really.
No, couldn't review it this year.
Post-Makoa, she's very chill.
No,
so
she's demure.
The vibe is very different. It is a little jarring though, because her vibe is so different. So it's like, oh yeah, this is nuts.
Right, watching back then, you're like, holy. Like, but I put mine out there too. I put them out so confident that people will be on my side. But put it out. Let's see what the people say.
The delusion is actually nuts.
Yeah, you're just so sometimes not aware of your own self. But that's why some of those times it's good then. Then you hear back from people, you're like, okay.
Yeah, I messed up there.
Yeah,
a la LORDE too, with the PAMELA.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to, you know, have people point out that you're just, on the wrong side of history.
When stuff's out, when stuff's out there, it's like, okay, at least I know. Okay, I got it now. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you don't know, and then you just live life being blissfully ignorant or stupidly ignorant.
And I mean, they held hands and took a bow after premiering the doc. It was like the Cannes Film Festival, like let's premiere this documentary, and 5-minute standing ovation. I was like, okay,
I know. So people ate it up, and it's kind of it's because she puts it out there. It's for the art. It's for the good of the show. It's for the ticket sales.
Also, that's how you see growth. Is you have to see the real The before and after.
True.
That is very true.
That's a good way to look
I
at
don't
it.
know if
Yeah.
you could pay me enough to do a cancel tour where I just put all my passion on blast. Like that's, I mean, it's brave, but also no thank you. I'm trying
I
to
wouldn't
bury
even
it.
want a tour of like clips from like last week. You know what I mean?
know,
Like I
no,
just never want to see
exactly.
myself in the
Yeah.
past ever. So.
Never. Especially like no. Anytime I see anything like meltdowns, breakdowns on camera, I literally scroll past it so fast. I'm like, oh, that's not. That's so. I know that was all over my timeline. Well, Jorts making a comeback in 2025.
Yes, the year of Jorts.
I love it.
Watch like the Jorts are gonna be like the next LABUBUs. You can't find them in stores. It's gonna be a whole craze.
I do not. I can just tell you, I don't look like Jorts. I don't think I can even try it. I just know I would look not cute. I don't
Haven't you cosplayed as someone and worn jorts?
No.
Really?
No. Jorts, never.
Yeah.
Really? No, never.
I could have.
Just remember you in jeans.
Loose big ones.
Loose. No, they were tight.
Well, I've worn like pedal pushers, like capri jeans, but not like jorts. Not big, not Kevin Smith, just jorts.
That's so funny.
Big jersey.
I never knew that was jorts.
I mean, you could probably be comfortable. I'll try. I'm going back to Nova after this.
That'll be your next TikTok.
Get a pair of jorts. In my bisexual era.
I think you might have got some that we cut them into shorts.
Really? We did?
I don't know. I have a memory of.
I know I have it in my
Oh.
head, but I keep Googling and I can't. Like, I don't remember what you were referencing.
That's so funny. If you both have the memory, it must be true. I don't remember.
No, my memory is more the tight one
Oh,
or.
no. I don't
Not
have that now.
LABUBU.
It's not going to happen. Okay.
Oh no, we have to get a new one
Like-
now.
Like literally even today trying to get my phone under my suitcase. I think my mom was here, but I was just like, I can't get my backpack. Usually I get it with my foot. I was like, oh, the bending is not.
God, I like see it visually,
That's
but I
so
can't
weird.
remember what you were doing.
I feel like I would know right away, but
Oh my God, it's gonna kill
You're
me.
probably thinking of something like Lost cosplay.
Probably.
What did you wear for?
Hurley,
Yeah,
I don't think jorts.
it wasn't shorts or.
I don't know if you could see my bottoms in those photos.
Someone will find it. As
Thanks,
always, every
yeah.
time you say never, someone's like, "What about this?" Trish?"
I've learned that. Like I'm sure I did everything at least once in my video career online.
Okay, you were for Hurley. You were wearing just regular loose jeans.
Okay.
Yes, we can see your legs, so can confirm at least the Lost cosplay. You're wearing regular jeans, not jorts.
Because I hate my calves anyways, and I couldn't imagine making them more unflattering with like giant jeans. But all right, let us know if you can find me in jorts somewhere. Jorts Gate 2025. Trisha said she didn't. We
Jorts
found
Gate
this.
2.0.
Yes, 2.0.
Oh yeah, like
We'll take
Dramageddon
it.
1, 2, Jorts Gate 1, Jorts Gate
Oh my
2.
God, that's us.
Yeah.
All right, love it. Love a little scandal.
Did you see the Eurovision?
Oh yeah, Eurovision.
You watch it?
No, but I just saw Trish Crave tweet about the winner
The
talking
winner,
about
yes.
you. Yes.
What was his name? JJ.
If you would react to your wings night as a meme.
It's a funny question.
That's such a hard question. I'd probably be reacting like Trisha Paytas being like, okay, okay, you want to no, yeah,
He nailed it.
I literally have no idea.
Aw, I love that was the meme answer. They were like, yeah, what meme would you react to? It's a good one, honestly. That was a good reaction. He did crush that meme.
There's a video of him also singing "I Love You,
Yeah,
Jesus."
play that one.
Really?
Yeah. I want him to re-record it. Actually, if you want to duet, I'm down. Eurovision winner because it was named JJ. Is that his name? JJ Pietas or something? Pietas? He's
Paytas?
Austria. Oh,
JJ
kind of like my
Paytas?
name.
I love you, Jesus. You give me hope. Oh, you give me a reason. You give me hope. Jesus. You'll never let me go.
Okay, diva. I love him. I need to be his friend right away. I was so excited because I love a Eurovision, but he's the Eurovision winner on top of that. He crushed. He did a Tide is High. He was like on a ship singing, like a mast. Like he was so good.
Oh,
Very unique voice and everything.
I know. He actually is so talented.
Austria.
Yeah. Congratulations, Austria, on winning Eurovision and having an icon that has such good taste in music and memes.
Artistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've influenced
I know.
an artist like that. That is
I feel so proud.
And so far away, it's like memes.
Yeah.
Memes travel the world. Like memes is a universal language.
Oh, yeah.
I love that he also like referenced my name as the meme. He didn't just do the meme; he did that.
True, he knows specifically who said it.
Yes, I loved it so
Because sometimes
much.
you say memes and
All the
sounds,
time.
and you never know. Like, Who Is You took me a while to understand. Oh, it's Vanilla Mace.
Who is you? Oh, right.
Yeah, because I was just repeating everyone else saying it.
That's
and
how I feel with so many. The drama one, like I don't think I'm the drama.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
I'm the drama. I know
And
that's
then
Scarlet Envy.
Yes.
Or there's so many that you never know who they are, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I randomly started saying sister, I'm pickled, and then I was like, and then it took me a second to.
Who was that?
That's Georges, with Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Oh, or
Yeah.
Double Homicide. I don't know who says
Oh
that. but I
yeah,
love that
Double
one
Homicide.
time.
Yeah, exactly. There's this sounds that
So-
just become a part of the.
He referenced it.
Yeah.
I kept getting taken another Eurovision person, and they said like she's doing like an impersonation of Trisha Paytas. I don't know who it is.
I remember.
But my
It was
brother
like the
even
C
told
word.
me.
Was
Huh?
that? But usually the
Was
winner
it?
travels the world after that. So maybe.
Please come on the show, Eurovision winner, because you are such a king, such a diva.
Well, he knows your name. Let's make sure we know
Yeah. JJ, I think that's what I kept
Yeah,
asking
you're right,
you.
JJ.
JJ, and the last name.
Paytas.
Yes.
Sounds like Paytas.
Yeah, it's PIE.
JJ
PSCH.
Paytas. Come on the show. We love you. I want to sing with you.
Sissel was the person they said is Trisha.
Oh, does she
from
look like me?
Denmark? She does. I mean, she kind of looks like Callie, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Which, I mean, you and Callie do look alike, but she looks a lot like Callie.
Wait, let me see.
I think she has like a similar nose to Callie and the hair.
Oh, okay. The hair is giving like me when I wear a wig. So I like it. I like it. She looks good. Love her too. You can come on the podcast too. Anyone who will sing with me. That's why I love my shows. I love when everyone sings with me. So anyone who wants to come on and sing with me, I'm down. I would love to be in Eurovision. Is there ever a US?
I think is it just is
Europe?
it Europe? I don't know. I've never been like seated for a Eurovision.
I know, me neither.
So, I'm gonna look it up.
Probably not. I think we would know who our representative
That's true. I
is.
feel like we would hear about it, right?
I don't know, unless no one, yeah. Also, I think I can be an honorary person for a Europe country. I think they can decide to put me in. You have to have an original song for that year. I can make one. I can make an original song.
It is a tournament for national teams within the UEFA region (parentheses Europe).
Oh, okay. Well,
Well,
I
maybe
think.
if America buys Greenland, maybe then you can represent.
Well, then that's America. We need.
No, but then it's part of.
I think I can be an honorary. I think you can like a country can nominate someone that's not from their country too.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I did hear that because I was trying to find a way to get in there last year. So, and someone's like, "Oh, you could represent if you have an original song or something."
Oh, work. Okay. Which country would you want to represent?
I think I would want to represent Prague.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that just the first one you thought of?
I think I remember it from Hostel, and it looked really pretty.
Prague is one of the most beautiful.
Yeah, Hostel
Countries in
too.
Europe.
It's where they,
Well,
yeah.
I don't think it's a country.
What is it? A
The
city?
capital of the Czech Republic?
Okay, I want to be in the Czech Republic. I want to be in the Czech
I was
Republic.
like, wait, I don't
Prague, Czech Republic. Okay, I want to be there.
yeah.
What do they speak in Czech? Czech? I would love to learn a language, so if the Czech Republic will have me, I'll come over there.
Yeah, I think the strategy is to pick a small country in Europe that
You don't think I could represent Germany?
Probably have a lot of competition. Like Sweden, they make pop stars over there. So
Yeah, definitely never
yeah.
going to Sweden. I think it could be German. I think it could be French.
oh Hungary. You're
Yes, I do know some
Hungarian.
Hungarian songs. As a sape. And I know German. Museden, ju steht Lehi Haus. What other songs do I know? I know a lot of European songs. I think I could crush in a lot of languages, honestly. So. Very Jacques, don't me vous.
What's that?
French.
Oh, word.
Very Jacques?
Oh, you don't know Sashay Away, so I don't know why.
I know. It's not. I can confirm with my French choreographer that chanter is not a French word.
Oh, T. Okay,
Just
so
feels like
Rue
a-
just made it up?
Yeah.
Oh, work.
He's like, I don't know. He said it does mean something, but it's not like go away. It's like something else. So we're like, okay.
Love that for Rue.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Rue's just like making up my own words, which I love so much. Oh, well, shout out to JJ for winning and having great taste in music. My Love You Jesus is really a hit. It really is the bop. So
Who would have thought?
I know. I still can't believe Righteous Gemstones never used it for their show. Like, that's like the perfect song for that.
Well, I guess if you ever have Walton Goggins on, you should follow up in the comments.
Well, I sent a DM, but he hasn't accepted it. Like, so you can't keep sending. So I was like, damn.
You just have to comment, check DMs.
Okay. Oh, I forget to comment.
Or try through SPR comment, like through CAA. Like,
I think he's a one-on-one kind of guy.
Yeah, you gotta go direct.
You said that shirt today was inspired by Walter Goggins. Like, this is my
yeah,
Walter
he
Goggins
sent me a
shirt.
picture of him, and then I got
it.
this shirt because it looks exactly like what he was
I
wearing.
do love it. He didn't button it all the way top. You have to show a little chest, though.
Well, we're on the job right now.
Professional.
I love it, though. I do. I see him coming on. He has a new movie out, Unfiltered or something. No, that's the Zane and Heath podcast. Uninvited, I think. Zane and Heath always on my brain. Uninvited. I think it's the movie his wife directed, actually.
Oh, okay.
He's been promoting it a lot. Looks pretty good. He might be slowing down now. It's summertime. Like, what else do you got going on?
Well, Fallout comes out in December, so yeah, maybe we'll take a break for summer and then come back.
We got to get on that show. We should start watching Fallout. We're back on the Righteous Gemstones. Well, when you left last time, we were saying Righteous Gemstones is back.
Ooh, you should watch Benny Drama's show, Overcompensating.
What's the channel? What network?
It's on Prime.
Who's in it?
Benny.
Drama.
I know.
I like him.
Guess who plays his dad? Kyle MacLachlan.
Done and done. How did he get him on the show?
I think because it's A24. They got Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers are in it.
What?
Connie Britton is his mom. Charlie XCX is in it.
We're oofies. He never asked me to be on the show. Oh my God, how did he get all these people?
There's James Vanderbeek is in it too. And there's a lot of like.
Well, he was on The Masked Singer.
Oh yeah, T. But yeah, Kyle MacLachlan. I love that he just picked.
Then that makes sense. They kind of look like each other too. That's so iconic.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it about? Is it about his life?
Yeah, it's like an autobiographical show about his like experience in college, and like figuring out his sexuality and stuff. So
is he gay?
He is gay. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He
And
looked straight when he played the Menendez brothers. They looked so straight.
so that was kind of his thing. Like he went into college being like acting straight and then dating or trying to have sex with girls and stuff. So
how'd it
it's
go?
about. I'm only one episode in, but I don't.
Okay.
I'm assuming not well, just based off the trailer and what I've
Wow.
seen of the show.
I'm watching
but,
it. It's all my faves in it. I love Kyle MacLachlan. Might even be above Walton Goggins.
Wow, that's actually big.
Oh, Kyle MacLachlan's like
Well,
number one.
Fallout is Walton and Kyle MacLachlan, so you really got to watch
Wait,
that.
Kyle MacLachlan's in that too?
Yeah, with Walton Goggins. So
Does he play himself or does he look like a creature like Walton?
he plays a regular guy. Yeah.
Oh, I love him. He's like my dream guest. I love him so much. Okay, done. I'm watching it. Overcompensating?
Overcompensating. Yeah, it's fine. I've only seen one episode. It's 8, but so far it's good. The rhetoric online is so like the 32-year-old playing 18-year-old, which I get that. It took me a second. It did take me a second, and I went in wanting to love. It took me out for a minute. I was like, okay, well, you don't look like you're fresh, just graduated high school. You know, it would be like me because we're the same age, so it'd be like me being like playing 18-year-old on.
I could buy it. I'd buy it. I'd play myself at 18 too. If I had a show about my life, I'm playing myself at high school.
I do not clock him at all. Like he should play himself,
Yeah.
obviously, and he's a very good actor. Great body is T. He's like naked a lot in it.
Okay.
So
He's just giving grown.
yeah, I think he just looks older, especially playing like an 18-year-old.
Is there other 18-year-olds with him or are they all older? Do they age everyone?
No, they're all kind of old, like older people in their 30s, late
Okay.
20s, early 30s. Yeah, so that does help. There's no like stark contrast of like a
Right.
teenager and yeah.
Like Jenna Ortega. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I think she's older too, I guess now. But
Yeah, but she has like she's one of those where she can
looks
play.
15.
Yeah.
Forever.
Benny is just like he's just like a hot guy, you know.
Yeah.
He looks like a taller version of Darian. Like I feel like if you
Oh, I could see that.
put him up, like made Darian taller. That's what I told him watching, and I was like, you kind of look similar. But yeah, I guess Benny, if you ever need a little mini me version of yourself,
Darian can play.
Darian should play him.
That's
Yeah.
such a cute idea. I gotta hit him up. We follow each other on TikTok.
This show, it's like everything. So I think he's gonna. I mean, he's already obviously very popular, but I think.
A blow him up before.
Yeah, I do think so.
I love that.
Some people are giving him a hard time over it. I think it's same with like the Chris Olsen, like the pretty gay effect. It's like, damn, you are successful.
Yeah.
You're hot. You're a sweet guy. So a lot of people are, I think a little salty
Critical,
about it. But
yeah.
yeah, it's
If it's
so
a good
far,
show,
it's a good
though.
show. Yeah.
He wrote it?
Yeah.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. I would play myself. Yeah, if I get the Tavern Maid series, I'm playing myself. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of course.
Yeah, well, she is old, I guess, but if I had like a high school version of myself, I'd also play myself.
Like, would you like say if you did your life story? Would you also play yourself in like your younger scenes? Oh, like you wouldn't get like Sabrina Carpenter or something?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. Even as a child, I'm playing myself. Who did that? Was it Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al Yankovic? I think always played him through different ages.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess
interesting.
technically it wasn't Weird Al playing himself, but Fantasia, I think, did that. I think Fantasia played herself in her biopic.
Oh, for all the ages?
Yeah.
Okay, work. Okay.
I like it. I'll do it. Just reverse me. They do that to John Goodman. They reverse his age in Righteous Gemstones.
True. They do that a lot,
I was
actually.
like, how do they do it? They look so young. I was like, I need that.
They have done that a lot. I forget there was another movie where that happened recently. Yeah.
And they look so good. I was like, wow.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, I just play myself the best, I think. There's no one else that could take the role. Here we are.
There we are. Oh,
the end of the show?
always gotta put off the dubious men section of the.
Yeah, I don't want to jump scare in the middle.
I know. There's no easy transition, but Kayla Malec did reply to
We didn't talk about this.
no, because this happened the day, I think Thursday.
Oh my
so after we filmed,
gosh.
Kayla posted her response to James's response. She did a 3-part TikTok series replying to James's 10-minute TikTok where he denied his relationship with Evan Johnson and denounced his relationship with him. And I mean, obviously believe Kayla, period, of everything she's been through. Like, it's obviously, she's proven her word is good. So like, even going into it, I was like, yes, Kayla, all this makes sense. Even before Kayla's response, everything she said, I already thought. So then hearing Kayla talk about it, I was like, this aligns perfectly with what I envisioned happening. So she talked about how James had reached out to her. Every time she posts a TikTok of her and Evan, James had replied, hitting on Evan, like, oh, who was that? Oh my God, he is so beautiful, etc. Kind of setting the scene for it and already being into or having that attraction to Evan before anything else happened. And I have to say, imagine me replying to everything you post and Moses being like, oh, who is that, Trisha? Oh my God, Trisha, Moses looks so good here.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
No,
You would be
weird.
like, what the?
Yeah, like a lot. You're doing
Right?
a lot. Yeah, and that's the only thing you reply to.
Yes.
When you want me to campaign, you're like, okay, but you and Moses. I'd be like, what?
Weird.
Yeah.
I would never, like, even so, like it's Hannah or a good example I have is like Cutie Cinderella. Like her boyfriend Ludwig is like very attractive. I would never go to. And the similar, we're acquaintances, right? We're not even like close to have like the rapport. So similar to like a Kayla and James collaborated acquaintances. That's it. Like I would never reply to everything and be like, oh my God, Ludwig looks so good here. Oh my God, his ass is so fat, Cutie. You are, oh my God, good for you, girl. Like I would never, even to a straight man, like what?
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah. And
it's giving also just like, in James's word, desperate. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what? Like,
so odd. And
Yeah.
Kayla, for her part, that's why she's a better woman than me because she like very much laughs it off. She's like, thanks. Like,
yeah, like W for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even with just like this, right? This is like the foundation. Even in that, Kayla is very gracious because right there, if that was me, I'd be like, what are you talking about, you freak? Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, what is
That
wrong
sounds
with
strange,
you?
but- I mean, I guess thank you. I mean, he is hot, but yeah, it's a lot.
I think also with the reputation, I'd be like,
that part,
yes.
yeah.
So just right there, I'm like, okay. And then she went on to explain that even though those comments didn't necessarily bother her, they did. Kayla and Evan went on vacation with some friends to Hawaii. And Kayla says that she saw Evan and James exchanging DMs. And this is when she shows the infamous selfie of James when Evan says like, oh, you should come out to Hawaii. And then James's selfie was why should I come? And a little kissy face, which is like
cringe.
so cringy.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, in the moment, Kayla was kind of gagged. Like, why are you talking to this man? Like, why are you DMing him?
That's also my first thoughts. Why is Evan also be like, you should come to
Yeah,
Hawaii?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Kind of weird.
That's all that she saw, obviously, but she just had a feeling that they continued to, like, DM after that. And that was also, like, the last of their, like, of Kayla and Evan's, like, relationship. And then the next thing that Kayla talks about is the text messages where she told James about her breakup with Evan. So obviously James had reached out to her to do a Valentine's Day collab for Painted with Evan, and then that's when she told them the news that they had broken up. And infamously, James's response is, "Can I have him now?" And again, Kayla played it off very well, because contextually too, if James had been sending me like replying to all my TikToks being like, "Oh, he's so hot," and then I'm telling him about my breakup and he's like, "Can I have him?" Again, I would be like, "Are you a kid?" Like, I would be like livid. I'd be livid. But again, she is very gracious and she like plays it off. But then she does say that Evan was abusive and he did the worst thing imaginable, and that she will be doing a 30-part tell-all story time about who the F did I marry. And then when she had her last like phone call with Evan after they had already broken up, Kayla says that Evan mentioned that James had sent him a screenshot and that she was planning to do a 30-part like tell-all about their relationship.
So yeah, the only one she told was James.
Yes.
And yeah.
She says she has no proof of it, but James is the only person that she told was the 30-part tell-all. So logistically, yes. And then I don't know. Again, she very gracious about it too, but like realistically could have been so dangerous for her. Like, because so many times like abusive men, like when they know they're about to like lose it all or whatever, they do crazy, horrible things to their victim to silence them. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, thank God Kayla was okay. Like nothing happened to her, but it easily could have been something where she was hurt more and like she was like silenced by Evan. Right. Because he already almost unalived her because he was so abusive towards her. So that's the thing too. And again, like I obviously believe Kayla. So if that's the case, I feel like James almost isn't getting enough flack for that because he literally put her life in danger by being thirsty.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Like you just wanted to be like the pick me to the straight guy so bad that you put this girl's life in danger because you weren't thinking about anything else other than getting with him.
Yeah, why would you relay that right away to this person? Like, it's so odd.
And then obviously she recounts the whole thing about seeing Evan at James's house on Snap and then confronting him about it. James lied to her and said, the text messages were damning. It was like, Evan, your ex? No, why would he be here?
In the backyard?
Like,
oh my God, that
it's actually so infuriating.
That is the most frustrating thing in the whole world. Like, that's crazy. And then for James to just so nonchalantly be like, yeah, I lied about it, but like, what?
Crazy,
like,
yes. And to
you're a
like,
liar.
She even like after the her series or her 2-part video about it came out, like He Doesn't Love You, and like she taught like the abuse was out there. She like kind of gave him another opportunity. Like she DM'd him about doing a little like FaceTime on her podcast with Jacob Sartorius and kind of giving him the opportunity to like confess, you know, and he didn't say anything about it. And he didn't address it until Coachella when Zach Gellers made the expose about James. And then within minutes, that's when he reached out to Kayla to come clean.
Which is like the timing of all his stuff, like she said, like right after the Zach thing happened, right after her court date, it's just like, yeah, and rightfully so. She's like, I don't want to meet up with you. Like, too little, too late. Like, I tried, and you like ignored me basically. And it's, that timing is sus. Those people, he's so sus. I don't like that at all. Like, oh, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you right now. It's like, no, I gave you the chance.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like she said in that first text, like, the way she put it was perfect. She was like, it should have ended there. Like it shouldn't have even been a part 2. Like when I said he did the worst thing imaginable and that he was abusive, that should have been the chapter's closed. The book is closed. You know, like there shouldn't have been like anything that follows it. But the fact that something did happen where you did have a relationship with him after is like the most disrespectful thing in the world. Like, why wasn't this girl's word enough?
Lied about it. And like she said, she goes, if you weren't doing anything wrong, why are you lying about it? Like, you knew what you were doing is like shady and wrong.
Yeah. So all of this, again, makes total sense with like what I kind of figured was happening from like putting the pieces together with like James's silence and then like the no statement. And then obviously with like Zach and stuff, there was a lot of crazy shit there, but the gist of it, I could kind of sort through all like the elaborate details and get to like the gist of it, you know, and it all kind of like makes sense. So she really like clocked him with it. It was like a 3-part series. She, again, very graceful, very gracious. The fact that she still like has a sense of humor about it, I'm like, damn, could not be me, because she like was able to laugh at the ridiculousness of the situation. Because again, the sentence, James Charles flew out and like housed and had a friendship with my abusive ex-boyfriend. That is such a crazy statement.
Crazy. But they're both like such losers. Like just that, all of that. You know what I mean? Just all of that. Like him talking to James about the Hawaii and trying to come out, and then James flying him out. But also just being such a liar, being like, why would he be in my backyard?
Yeah.
Why would like, you're both such losers, you know?
And like I can't imagine seeing her her YouTube videos where she like shows the stuff that she like lived through and not being like, damn, I need to like clear my conscience. Like I genuinely cannot imagine, because like it's what I could almost understand if like he couldn't contextualize how bad it was until, you know, you actually see it and you're like, oh my God, this was horrific.
Yeah.
But the fact that you had this weird relationship with Evan and then saw that and then still couldn't confess, especially when she caught on that he was there because his dumb was Snapchatting in your backyard and geotagged it Encino, you freak.
I
like,
know.
what are you talking about? Obviously.
That part, that's what I don't get either. Even with his like stories and everything like that, why is he just not so like on his knees like begging for forgiveness? Like I was so dumb. Like I can't believe this.
That's what I'm
like,
so confused about.
It's still like very, very odd, the whole thing.
Yeah. So,
is he posted? Has James posted since this?
So he did post his response. Did you see his response?
No,
okay,
I
so
didn't
yes.
see.
Again, this was interesting. He posted...
Oh, just a story.
Just a
text.
story,
yeah.
yeah.
I did see this, yeah.
He said, I watched Kayla's video last night, and I'm grateful that she did not feed into the lies that she was told by Zach, while also expressing how I upset her. I said it in my original video, and I'll say it again. Kayla, I'm sorry that I was ever involved with this compulsive liar, and I'm even more sorry that my involvement hurt you. She said in her video that she wasn't sure which stories from Evan were true, and there seems to be some confusion about my involvement before their breakup. I want to make it clear I absolutely did not pursue Evan or have a secret plot to take him from Kayla. As you will see, Evan reached out to me multiple times. I politely responded and then ended the conversation. I offered to privately share all of these messages directly with Kayla so she could see what actually happened, but now I will share them publicly to make it clear. And then I will say... yeah, of course, Evan did instigate a lot of their DMs, but I'm also kind of at the point where it's like, well, you omitted so much from your 10-minute TikTok. Like, why was... Again, I feel like most people could infer that there was missing context to, like, what James was saying. There was stuff missing that didn't make sense. But a lot of people believed him, and it was just... Yeah, he straight up omitted like a lot of the details.
Yes, manipulated it so much. So of course people are like, oh, it's like not that bad. Oh, he was being a
good
Evan.
friend.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was being.
But they're forgetting that she told him she's been abused. He took that information to get closer to him.
Yes.
He's like, okay, I have information. I'm going to help you. She's about to do this about you.
That's
expose.
wild.
Right. So now he thinks, I better keep James close because he's going to let me know what's happening and help me through it. And so to take that information to get closer to the guy.
He's so gross. He's so gross.
He's very
I literally
calculated.
blocked James on like everything. Like I'm like, you were so gross. Like, I don't want to see anything pop up. I don't want you to ever message me. Like it's just like, oh, like it just,
He's very calculated.
lying.
He's just looking at how am I getting away with this again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all he's looking at.
Always.
He's like, because that story is so manipulative. The story.
Even the screenshot, I'm like, okay, but she wasn't even really talking about this. Like, where's everything after? Okay, even first of all, with the Instagram DMs, you can delete certain ones, and it doesn't post a notification that like, oh, this was deleted. Like,
right, not like the phone.
Yeah, so these are screenshots, and again, these could very well be 100% true, whatever. But also because you've omitted and manipulated so much, now I'm like, is it this the whole story?
And
because
you admit that you're a liar. Like, yeah, I did lie about that.
Yes.
So we're an admitted liar multiple times.
And
like,
you've skewed things to make yourself look good. So, like, could you not have simply deleted specific messages to make it look like Evan was reaching out more? And it doesn't help that the guy is behind bars, so we'll never have the receipts to compare or whatever. So there's that. And then to Kayla's point too, she's been like replying in comments and stuff. Where are the screenshots of everything after? Like that was the big thing, is that like after she told you this, somehow you were contacting and talking to this man. And I don't think you fly someone out and have them stay with you and you organize all of that through DMs. Like, are there not text messages?
Oh yeah, where's all that?
Yeah.
Like the fly out, everything.
What led up to you flying him out? What was the conversation after you learned from Kayla that they broke up?
Yeah.
Like, how did it? Where are the screenshots of that manipulation happening?
He's leaving out so much.
There's so much missing. It makes no sense. And again, obviously, it's very PR-y because he can't say anything about Kayla, obviously, because she is a survivor and a victim.
Yeah.
So he can't discredit her word or anything. So it's so I see right through it, his little statement trying to like validate what Kayla's saying. It's so contradictory though, like validating what she's saying, but then also saying she's wrong.
Yeah.
Like
I know, and no one's seeing it.
No one
It's
sees
so
it.
frustrating.
It's so annoying.
And Kayla's like annoyed. She's like, I can't believe I'm talking about this. Like, we're making this about James Charles. When
Yes.
It's like not. She's like, you couldn't wait a day. Like, you had to do it like an hour after
Right
the
away.
verdict.
It was
like,
pre-recorded. Like, it was prepared.
It's so gross. It's the whole thing. And like you said, she handles it so well for being so young. And yeah, I would be pissed. He's so fake. Like, she had the podcast Jacob Story. She was trying to talk about it. He was ignoring her until all this came out. And now it's like, okay, let me post a response an hour after you won your court case. You know,
like once things affect him is when he cares about things. So it's so frustrating. I feel like most people can kind of see through it, but there are people being like, why is this even a big deal? Blah, blah, blah.
So
I'm like,
many
it's literally,
people.
he genuinely, like, thank God Evan's behind bars, but it could have been very, very different. Very, 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 very different. Because this man already almost killed her. So what are you even talking? Of course, it could have been a very, very bad ending. So, of course, it matters. The fact that, like, obviously, yes, Evan's also up. He's like enabling it. He's leading James on or whatever. But again, Taylor's all this time. How many times does this have to happen to you where you're like, maybe I'm being led on and used by straight guys because I have a large social media platform. And maybe these guys keep doing this and instigating with me because they know that I'm attracted to them. And it's kind of a joke. Like literally, how many times do you have to be the joke for a straight man before you learn a lesson that it's never going to go anywhere.
But
like you're never going to have a relationship.
And he put himself in it, like by saying, Kayla's about to do this. Like he's feeding them information. He's engaging it. Like, why do you want me to come? Like he keeps interacting. So it's like, don't you think at some point, like you would say is like, I've been down this road before.
Yes.
Like I think, I've learned my lesson, with so many people like you date, you're like, okay, like if he seems gay, like, maybe don't date him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like there's like certain things you just know and it's just like, okay, let me try a different angle next time. And so you switch, you pivot. I'm not going to date another gay guy. I'm not going to date another vlogger. Like, you just pivot, like what wasn't working out for me. And he's just like, and it's like always it ends also dramatic and tumultuous with every single person. And like you said, this guy is like dangerous. So like on top of that, you're with this like abuser and like what don't you see? Maybe also don't slide into the DMs of acquaintances, people they've dated. Like, it's just so weird. There's just so many people out there. Why is he going for like these people that have like connections to people he knows? It's so weird.
It's so weird. It makes no sense. I know he's gonna come back because he always does. But damn, I don't know anyone with good conscience, because it's like, and it all kind of clicked for me too, because then Kayla, after she did her series, she posted like a TikTok the next day where she was like, if only 14-year-old me knew when my grandma was waiting in line at Morphe to get the James Charles palette, like what was going to happen. Aww. She's like, girl, you don't need that palette. And then I was like, damn, I forget how young his fans were when like this stuff was happening. Like 2019, she was like, these kids were like 13, 14 and younger. Yeah. So they just were absent from this whole thing, as they should. They were too young to be knowing all this devious, devilish activity that was going on. But it is crazy. And also James, like I'll never forget, like when he collabed with Joey in, it was like early 2020. And he was like, he was explaining to Joey who like Charli D'Amelio was. And he's like, she's like the it girl right now. Like if you want to be on TikTok, you have to know who Charli D'Amelio is. You have to know who these people are. And then I forget too how he just is so, he adapts. Like he knew the beauty community sunk. It was over. So he went to the next big thing. And even like he saw Emma Chamberlain come up and she, like, at least they were around the same age at the same time, but he attached himself to Emma when she came up. He saw Charlie come up, attached himself to her.
But she was like 16, right? She was like so young, yeah.
And to his credit, at that point, he was like 17, 18 at that time or whatever.
Are they
So
the same age?
she's a little bit younger, but because Sister Squad was like 2018, and he was 19 in 2019 for Dramageddon. So,
But I'm saying with Charlie, he was.
oh no, Charlie, he's older.
So
Charlie's,
she's 16 and he's like 20.
He's like 20, yeah.
Which is, I think, a little weird. At that, I even thought back then, I was like, it's a little weird. You're like in their like space and everything like that. Like they just came to LA. They're not like in the influencer world. Like, and you're infiltrating it. He's on there. I think he was in the infamous like snail eating scene.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think he was the one that was like saying something. I think he had a clocked her too when Dixie's like, oh okay, like whatever. But I think he was always in the mix of them, and I was like.
He's very smart, and that's what's kind of frustrating is he's so smart, and he just like, because he keeps getting this new like little group of this, even like Kayla's like a new like it girl TikToker, and then he becomes acquaintances with her, collabs with acquaintances.
The acquaintances is crazy.
Kills me,
yes. Yeah.
Collabs with her a lot too, and it's like, to all these girls, they know him. He has a big platform. Like, it's a good opportunity for content or whatever. But he's just very, like, on the pulse. So he's able to, like, keep going by. But also, he's just, like, there's no growth. Like, he's not changing. Like, he learns how to get away with stuff better.
Yes. Or the audience is newer and fresher. So it's just like a snake shedding its skin. It's like people are just like, oh, here's something different.
And they don't have the context of it.
Yeah.
So... Because I think even you hear about it, but I think living through it and seeing it like unfold in real time is very
so many
different.
times. It's just like, oh my gosh, since 2019, it's been going on 6 years now.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, look at this one. This is, I think it's got, you said at the beginning.
James Charles is the victim in every single situation.
Well, he is the victim.
T,
Blocked it.
you kind of, okay,
What
Nostradamus
was
over
I?
there.
Yeah, what was I talking about? I don't even remember.
I don't remember either.
I do remember. Do you remember that time?
I remember the
I was
time,
like at the
'cause-
recording studio and I was like going outside, like screaming into my headphones over James Charles. God, what was it?
I think it was with the D'Amelios. He somehow inserted himself into that whole.
Oh my God, what was it? Because I was like, how are you the victim every time? And I remember his response, and I just was like, my blood boiled back that I'm this little prick. Like, I was he was so annoying. That was in my unhinged days for sure. But also, like, I don't know what that was. That's so funny. Well, clocked it back. You know, just as time passes, I think the internet starts to realize, like, Trisha was right about a lot of things. Maybe my delivery wasn't there, and so people didn't believe me. That's why I'm trying to be calmer these days. Assess how I feel about something. I do try to watch myself anymore. I don't want to get too crazy on these kids, but
it is frustrating. Like watching Kayla's TikToks, I don't know why it makes me so mad. Like I think just because Kayla's been through so much, like this should be like the last thing she has to deal with, and the fact that she does have to deal with it, and the fact that she's still kind of getting gaslit to even after all this by this man. I'm like,
and then the internet being somewhat on his side too. You're just like, what? Like, oh, James, oh, he was also a victim. What? Like.
Yeah, and obviously, of course, in comparison to her partner beating her versus like James Charles, yes, of course, James is not as bad as Evan, but it doesn't mean he gets a free pass just because he's not as terrible as this other guy, huh?
People like to, yeah.
It's crazy. I just don't understand. I don't.
I know. I mean, I wish more people would just block him. I think over time we do see people, the bad apples tend to fall, you know, a little bit.
I think the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Is that Charlie XCX?
Yeah. Split the apple by symmetrical lines.
He's the next apple girlie.
Makes me kind of scary. Makes me just want to drive away from James Charles.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he'll be the next apple dance.
I hope
What
not.
if he popped up on the screen at a Brat show or at a Charlie XCX show?
I think the Angels would. I think the Angels would.
Boo.
Yeah, I do. I think it'd be
Don't
tomato.
Yeah.
Not to trigger you, but
I
tomato.
know. That does trigger. The tomatoes are real. Charlie XCX is like following me on tour because she was in Milwaukee. Where was I? Not Milwaukee. She was in Minnesota, Minneapolis. Like, well, actually, I'm following her. She was in Minneapolis the day before me. She was just in Austin, I think, the week before me. Like, I'm following her, closing her tour. People love Charlie XCX. We have a fan base that crosses a lot because at my shows, people always have like green from the day before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
green hair, green nails. Like, I just saw Charlie XCX, so think we have a lot of crossover audience.
Oh wow, okay. Then you have to do some hyperpop to keep the angels fed.
What's hyperpop? Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Is it like do 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 do?
Yeah,
That's
like
hyperpop?
very pop, little auto tune in there.
I never use auto.
Pure vocals,
I'm
yeah.
against it. Well, what a note to end. I was going to say something at the very beginning of that. Oh, you mentioned QT Cinderella. She is making Elvis's birthday
Oh,
cake.
she is making the
Yes.
cake. Oh my god, that's
And
everything.
I was like, let me know how I can pay PayPal or value. And she's like, it's on the house.
Wow.
I know. I was like, girl, are you
She
sure?
is so sweet. I love her.
She's so sweet. Well, I don't always check my Twitter DMs. I don't really see them. Like, no one ever does. It's like you or Moses.
I
and
never
didn't
look at mine.
Yeah, I didn't see hers. And she actually followed up. And I was like, yes, if you still can. And so she's bringing it on Saturday. I'm
That is so
excited. I don't know if she's
fierce.
bringing. I hope she brings. I don't know if she is or her assistant, but I was very excited. I cannot wait to see it. So thank you, QT Cinderella. Just
Oh
so
yeah, my
sweet.
episode of Wine About It with her is out. Everyone
Did you like
go
it?
watch
Did you watch it?
it.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna
I can't watch it because I'm scared to see myself. Also, the angle. The angle's it's a wide angle, and it's like a sofa, and there was no pillow to hide anything.
Who's
so.
in the middle?
Maya, it's like Cutie, Maya, and then me at the end.
Oh, okay.
But
At least you're not in the middle.
at least I'm not in the middle, yeah. But still, it was a little side profile moment, full body. I was like,
Oh,
yes.
it's like the canceled setup.
Kind of, yeah, a little bit like that.
Every
with
time
like the
I'm on that
wide.
side,
Yeah.
I'm just huge and close to the camera. I'm just like,
Yes.
oh, okay. But I will say, when I did the Julia Fox and Nikki Takash one, I was like in the middle, and I also looked huge.
Screw it either way, I guess.
Brooke has the best seat on Well, I guess they changed it now, but on the original one, she's like in the middle background.
Yes.
And then you look even teeny
Because you're
tinier.
further away from the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to pick the seats next time.
Team, yeah. But I do. It's like all big famous YouTubers and streamers, and then Oscar from Just Trish. So
Yeah. You have to
I'll
go
be
watch
buying
it.
views if I have to.
No, go watch it. You can make it the number one.
Yeah,
on
I need to
Wine.
be Ted
It's called
Nivison.
Wine and what?
Wine About It.
I love the name.
Yeah.
Go see one. Is Ted's episode up too?
It was, Ted was the week before me, so
Who's winning?
I'm scared to check,
Okay.
but I hope me. I'm
Okay,
gonna just
go
think it's
Oscar.
me. Yes,
I know,
I need to
sometimes
be at Ted Nivison.
I like
up.
to check sometimes. I think, oh, mine's gonna crush it. And sometimes
They, like-
it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes I'm like, wow, I really crushed it. And then sometimes like, oh no, flopped.
Flop era.
Yeah. My Rainn Wilson one I check sometimes. Like, oh, I did really good. Did better than Bryan Cranston,
There you
who was
go.
right before me. So
Yeah, see, so I need to have that feeling with Ted. I need to
Yeah.
be Ted, and then also for the dominance thing, I want Ted to be like, damn, I need to come back to Just Trish because it's where it's at.
we gotta schedule that.
Yeah.
Yes, there's lots of. I have a lot of guests I gotta schedule
I
around.
know.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I think tomorrow. I have time because I have to schedule glam and guests and all that before I give birth. You guys, thank you for being here. We love you so much. Check out Oscar on Wine About It. Check out Moses. Canned tin fish
I
reviews.
have so many to review now.
Check out me on the Eras of Trish tour. We only have 2 weekends left. Missouri, Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Pride, and Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's going to be amazing. We love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. Merch at justtrish.com. Bonus content on patreon.com/justtrish. And we love you. Be nice to yourself and to others. Okay, bye.